Okay, and we're live. Hey, everyone. I didn't actually pull up Twitch yet, though. Did anybody else pull up Twitch?
I pulled up
No.
Twitch.
I was watching stuff.
I pulled on my Twitch.
Ew.
Ew.
What?
You of all people.
Robot
Aw.
penis.
I got one. I'll tell that story once we're, totally rolling here. And we got a guest coming, so everybody on Twitch, bear with us while we figure out his issues.
Come on.
I just feel like Peter Griffin once in a while. You know what grinds my gears?
What's that?
That's what Peter Griffin says on Family Guy. That I feel like him when he says that. Now, what'd you call me?
Nothing. I gotta turn down Twitch. I was twitching.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh,
That's okay. We've got this
this
thing.
video may be inappropriate for some users.
Woohoo!
I'll watch that later during a break.
Good times. Let's do this.
Is it time yet? Are we there yet? Are we on yet?
No,
What?
Are we there yet?
What?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Oh, geez.
How about now?
I know what the problem is. Hold on just a second. Fuck me.
Okay.
Good evening, Ian. I guess. Are we live? Are we there?
We're on Twitch.
Hi.
You guys keep them amused. I'm going to take care of this. Remember, Ed, I mentioned that whole switch over thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got screwed over by that again.
Oh, okay.
He just got screwed.
I see us on Twitch, but we're like barely moving.
Well, probably because we're staying still.
You have to wait 10 minutes for it to catch up.
Okay. If you say so. Hey, Ian. What's up, dude?
Okay. Now.
Hey, everybody else. What's up, people? Anybody?
There we go.
Anybody?
Okay.
Oh. There's that.
Is there anybody out there?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, what is that?
Don't know.
Oh, is that a shot glass that you posted, Ed?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh.
Ian says he's drinking a hot toddy.
Nice.
Oh, hopefully not because he's sick.
Okay, in 20 seconds, we'll be going live on the stations.
Nice.
Okay, we're coming on. And welcome to Talk of the Tavern on 9/11, September 11th, 2017, where tonight's topic is going to be insensitive bastards. So, give us a few minutes, we'll start pissing everyone off.
After the toast, at least.
Right. Let's not be a barbarian about it. Let me just make sure I got everything here in order. That looks good, that looks good. Uh-huh. Okay, what? No, that's got to be moved down to there. Okay, now I think we're good. Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
Well, I think they had a problem hearing us before. Did they?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I
Did
think
they?
everything's good. I was
Everything's good?
just switching things out because there was certain files that were not where they
Oh.
were. So that, I had to do that thing and touch my thing with my thing on the thing.
Do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
It's
Now,
your
see,
thing.
and the weird thing about Twitch
After the
last
toast,
week
at least.
is I muted the channel like I normally do, so I don't hear it twice. And that's when they said, like, oh, we can't hear you. And I'm like, what? What? So, Ian, let me know if you can't hear us. And you know what I'll do is
What?
What?
He can't tell you if he doesn't hear you because he doesn't hear you.
You can type.
Ian, can you hear us?
Well, he heard you guys before, right?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You never answered.
You know what?
What?
We'll just do it that way. Oh, wow. They've got me
Okay.
labeled as broadcaster now instead of a little symbol. I guess Twitch made some changes. Ooh.
You the man.
You're the broadcaster.
I'm in demand.
Yeah, you are.
So we'll see if we're getting David in here. Big Diesel.
Yeah, he is. Well, I don't.
So I don't know. I don't know either. So, Ed, can you hear us? If you
I
unmute
can hear
yourself
you.
on Twitch, do you get the voice feedback echo loop thing? If you
I don't
unmute
know.
it?
Echo.
I'd have to turn that computer back up. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, turn that back
Echo.
up, see what you do. And then we'll actually get you
Echo.
this week. Echo. Do. Okay, and while he's doing that, I'll let you know that we are broadcasting from Retro Daddy-O in Williamsburg, Virginia, where you can get all your old and new nerdy needs. And I'll do
Yay.
introductions of, we have the lovely, insensitive bitch, Andrea.
Who you calling insensitive? I have a flask. I'm not drinking out of it yet. May happen later.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it.
I'm not smoking anything here, so.
Okay. Then we have the master of bastards, Ed Summers.
What's up, bitches? I am drinking Gentleman Jack once again tonight.
Straight out of the bottle.
No, I got a glass.
Because he's a gentleman, like Jack.
I have a song called Bastard Jack by Nathaniel Johnston that we're going to be playing tonight. Good times. And Kevin is not joining us. What?
Well, Jean's not going to join us either. She's got a head cold
Let's see.
and a headache. She blames Irma. Okay.
We're
She
like a
needs a hot
fucking
toddy.
lullaby. I don't know what her problem is not listening. Headache, head cold. Huh.
Ian says it's chilly there and he's drunk. Cool, man.
Good for
But
him.
Kenny, okay. What's the Andrea?
Kenny,
You had
what?
a point. Andrea, you had a point?
I have a point.
Good for
To
you.
what?
I don't know. Ian said you had a point. To life? L'chaim.
He's cold and drunk. I don't know. I don't give a
I
shit.
don't know what your point was. I'm very curious. So, okay. So, what am I drinking? Well, this is coffee, which I put about.
Tell him what kind of coffee.
Well, I went into Wawa, which if you have one near you, they're awesome. If you don't, then just request one. And I got a coffee. They're $1 coffees this month. So, yay us. And I put about 20% creamer, because that's how I like it. I like a lot of cream. And then I put about 5% pumpkin spice, 10% French vanilla coffee, and the rest a nice, full, rich, roasted coffee. I don't remember if it was Cuban or the other.
Cuban. It's
What
Cuban.
was the one next to the Cuban? Because
Nasty.
Oh, right, the nasty roast. So, it's amazing how dominating that fucking pumpkin spice flavor is. I wanted this nice, subtle, gentle reminder. No, it's a bull in a china shop. Oh, and tonight I think I am going to be smoking a little Lane BCA. sent to me by Friar Tuck of the Fat Boys, who
Isn't that illegal to be smoking Elaine?
As long as she consents. Consents? As long as she's okay with it.
And I will also be using, now normally I use this tamper, which is a very nice acrylic tamper, but not tonight. Tonight I am using Robo Penis tamper. For all of you on Twitch, you can see Steven, aka Friar Tuck, and I had a discussion, and I asked if anybody can make a tamper that looks like a robot penis. And apparently, challenge accepted. And I've got that now. And what will I be smoking it in, you ask? Very good.
What?
A pipe. No, yes, but
Okay. Okay.
you know what? This one's so old, I don't even know what the hell it is anymore. But this one here is a nice Nordic freehand. Isn't that a pretty pipe?
Pretty.
Thanks.
Yes, how pretty.
Thanks for your
Not as pretty as my
support.
pipe.
You're welcome.
They're both a dark brown, though.
So is Ed.
Yeah, we're talking about Ed's pipe.
Yeah, we are.
Are you
But I
joining
can't
the
show
show?
my pipe on Twitch.
No, you just can't show your nipples.
Oh, but I can show my pipe?
I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, you can.
I'll be damned if I know what you can show and can't show. I still got to research that foot thing because that's just killing me. Because I'm like, you know what? Blowjobs are a bigger fetish than licking toes, but I can show my mouth all day long. And I can even make the noises. Ian
Okay.
says, I wouldn't hurt you asked me if I could hear you if Twitch wasn't working. Yes, sir, that is correct. But you weren't answering either, so, typed it in. And then you might have read it. And now you're just faking it. Faker. Who else joined us? Let's see here. So, and I also have some brandy. Oh! Bob has joined us, which, by the way, thank you, Bob.
What up, Bob?
Because he supported us this week on Patreon.
He supports.
Thank you for your support.
He is like our favorite jockstrap, and he supports us in our moments of need.
He's an athletics. Well, not an athletics supporter.
I
Never
really
mind.
heard the word asshole coming out of your mouth.
No, not yet.
Like, you haven't met him in person, which, oh fuck, I don't have any pipe cleaners. I'm gonna have dirty, dirty, dirty pipes. So dirty. My pipes are gonna be dirty.
Blow on them.
That's gay. We don't say that.
No, it's not. You know what's gay?
What?
If you're a man and sucking dick, that's gay. Or if you take dick in the ass. Or Adam.
But
Either one from the television show Batman.
Okay.
No, fucked me in the ass? Okay.
right now,
Why is Travis's video so small? Because I'm not a very big guy.
because he's white.
Tell everybody.
Because that's how Skype does it. Now, what I can do is go put a second camera on me and wire it in, but then it's one more thing that we got to worry about. So you probably didn't see that. Let me bring it closer so it's bigger. Okay.
That's gay.
No, it's only gay
Only
if I don't charge him. See my ashtray?
No. Nice. It kind of matches my flask.
It's like Ed's ignoring me.
I see it.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
He's ignoring you. It's okay.
Let's do an opening toast.
Hello, Victoria.
Okay, good enough.
Ting.
Now, Ed, what'd you do this week? Anything go on?
We both were sick this weekend, so we just vegged and watched Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
All three of them?
Mm-hmm.
The animated ones or the other ones?
The other ones, the long, extended,
The long ones.
the long ones.
Is Waffle Victoria?
I don't know.
Hi, Waffle. I don't know who you are.
I
Do I
don't
know
know who
you?
Waffle is.
Do we know you? Yeah, of course Bob wants to show his pipe. Remember what happened last time you did that? Nobody saw it because he's white too.
Put that thing away.
He's like, look, it's a periscope because he's a Navy dad.
Waffle X20. Who you be? Do we know you? Who you be?
If we don't know you, welcome. If we do know you, who the hell are you? I've got like a chair made out of rubber bands and it's grabbing my belt. Okay. So besides being sick and staying home, you do anything this week? You can finish your floors yet?
Oh hell no.
Ah,
Probably.
1 year project, motherfucker.
Yeah. Tell
Yeah,
me about it.
I feel.
Never ending.
Okay. You know what? Let me turn my phone down so when he calls. We'll see if David comes in or not. He might have just fallen out of his chair and dozed off. We just don't know.
It happens.
Oh, no, now there's... Okay. Andrew, what'd you do this week?
I don't know.
Travis?
No, but
Sorry.
well, yeah, I did. We went somewhere. Bluegrass.
There is a
We saw
small
bluegrass.
town near us where they have recently put up a new pavilion. And last month, this month, and next month, they're having musical acts there. And we went to see a musical act called Code Blue Bluegrass last Thursday.
They were good. I'm not really into that music, but it was not too twangy. It was upbeat. It was decent. The night was cool. It was good. Good time.
Yeah.
I did that. I went to work. I put in notice for my job.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's all I did.
Now, I'm not a huge bluegrass fan, but I tell you what, this band was great.
It was.
Yeah, even if you're not a bluegrass fan, they just had such an energy and talent that it made you want to tap your feet and just enjoy what they were doing. It's kind of like, a good blowjob. Just makes you want to tap your feet and lean back and enjoy what they're doing.
I'm just reading.
Yeah, and actually, Navy Dad, it's no, it
It
is
depends.
not.
What did they transition to?
Actually, I think we've kind of finally hit that point in our society where just nothing's gay anymore. You could be.
I told you.
Yeah.
These were the questions I used to get at work.
So now we get them.
It's Shavi. Hey, Shavi. Good to see you, buddy.
He said he was gonna listen.
Hey, glad to have you, man. It's but yeah, I think we've hit the point in society where you could have a dick going in each end and they could be spinning you around like a pig roast and you could be like, nah, that's cool. That ain't even gay.
No, it's a special kind of porn now.
Called pig spitting porn?
Yeah, it is. Whatever.
Okay, you know what, Navy Dad, we're taking away your talking privileges. No more.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so this weekend. Now, I love the little area. I love the silly stories, the light stories that I'm doing because I believe, there's so much heavy stuff in papers. I'm perfectly good doing fluff pieces about pig pickings and revivals or whatever. So Saturday, I went to what was supposed to be a tractor pull, but it turned out to be a lawnmower pull. Now,
a lot of pulling going on.
Now, for those of you that don't know, basically this is taking a tractor or a lawnmower as appropriate for whatever you're doing, hooking up a sled, which is no longer like a flat piece of wood with rocks on it, but is actually another machine, and dragging it as far as you can as that sled increases weight by sliding a set of weights closer to your rear and its nose. Oh my god.
Is that gay?
Could be.
Not until it inserts it directly into your rear. And that's gay and painful, and they get to charge by the hour.
People pay to see that.
So I watched a lawnmower pull. Whitest sport ever. It was like a redneck training camp. It was amazing. All these kids on lawnmowers and cowboy boots and camo hats. You could probably reiterate the comment you had earlier.
No.
But it was funny. Bluegrass is anti-Alcoholics Anonymous. Well, I'm sorry to hear they're anti-drinking. I'll drink to that.
Wow. That's
So anyhow, and after that, I actually went to a church. They have this thing where, Ed, are you familiar with the name Robert Carter III?
No.
Are you familiar with church?
Vaguely.
Thank you, Shavi. We appreciate you supporting us more often. If you want to, you go to patreon.com/Talk of the Tavern and financially support if you like. Hold on, I got a
Only
message.
$1 a month.
All
That's
echo.
great.
David says all echo. I don't even know what that means. Oh, in his headsets.
What?
He's still working on the problem.
Oh my, where's that? Okay.
We may not have a guest. We'll see. So anyhow, Robert Carter was a guy who in 1791, I believe, might have been 1794, he basically went, it's morally, ethically, and religiously wrong to have slaves. So I'm going to free all my slaves. I'm going to do it in groups, 15 per year, which actually the first year he released 44. And
He had that many?
he had hundreds.
Wow.
So basically, 70 years before the Emancipation Proclamation, he was freeing his slaves.
Good for him.
So every year, this church, because a lot of the people it was in this area, and a lot of the people in this area are descendants of those slaves who were freed.
Those people. Is that what you're trying to avoid saying? Yeah, I caught that.
No, but it was, and I could say this here because I couldn't say it in the news article when I wrote it. It was so funny. Hold on a second. Oh my.
So funny. Wait for it.
No.
Asshole.
Okay, basically let me bring David in here because he's trying to ring in instead of rejoining the call. Okay. Now let's see. Now guys, everybody watching, everybody listening, bear with us. We've got a newbie here who doesn't know what he's doing, and we're going to see if we can take care of him by taking him out back and beating him with a stick.
Is that gay?
David, are you there? No. Yes, he's there. But do we have sound? Are you muted? Unmute yourself.
I'm here.
Like he's underwater clubbing seals. What the fuck is that noise?
Seal porn.
More seal porn, huh? Okay, let's let his camera kick in so everybody on Twitch can check out his ugly mug. You did bring your ugly mug with the coffee, right? Because otherwise I don't know how you're going to be able to drink it.
Lawnmower equals KKK. What the hell, man? I'm gonna quit reading that.
Yeah.
Navy Dad, we actually thanked you a few minutes ago. He never listens to me, Ed.
He wasn't here.
White people,
yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you again, Bob. Appreciate it.
Okay, David, real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go up to tools, down to options.
He said tools. For all of y'all that don't know what the hell you're doing, I think we're gonna have a show about this.
We are.
Oh, I already tried doing all that. It's not working. It's not letting me change over to the mic.
Okay, basically what's happening is for some reason your machine is not recognizing your mic. Who's
Your
got
machine's an
banging in the
asshole.
background? Is that you? Okay,
Yeah, it's me.
go to your tool tray in the lower right-hand corner of your machine. Right-click on your little speaker, and then click on Recording Devices.
Hmm.
No recording devices.
You have no recording devices? There's
Nope, just
no
speakers.
So does it bring up the box where you have 4 tabs across the top, playback, recording, sound, and communication?
Which one?
When you right-click on that speaker icon,
Okay. Right click on it. Okay, you want me to go to where?
does it bring up a list?
Yeah, I got it now.
In that list is recording devices?
Yeah. Clicked on that.
Now, do you see your headset microphone somewhere in there?
No.
Okay.
This is fun.
Tell you what, guys, let's go into a song here real quick, and we're going to try to get David set up right, and we'll be back, and I'll tell you more about lawnmower races, and I have to tell you about this woman who did this reenactment. Oh my God, so incredible. But first, here's Blue October with Hate Me. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's like the worst segue ever. Okay, now you guys on Twitch get to watch me tech through David here.
You're gonna touch
This is
it
the
up.
only time you're gonna enjoy telling me what to do.
It's the only time I'll need to. I mean, beyond
No,
this,
I'm already in the sound options and it's not recognizing my microphone.
when you rebooted, you did reboot, correct?
Yes, I did.
Did you leave your headset plugged in?
No, I actually took it out.
What'd you do that for?
You want to leave it in so when your machine boots up, it recognizes it has hardware that it has to put in.
Leave it in.
So do
That's what
this
she
real
says.
quick. Unplug your headset again and plug it back in to a different USB port if you can. Is that the same USB port or a different one?
Same one. So there's only one.
Oh, okay. Then we'll let it slide. I won't make you make a new one.
Drill a hole.
Check your recording devices again, please.
Okay, I still got it open.
Okay.
It still shows only one mic.
Okay.
And it's the one that's the laptop.
On your laptop. That's correct.
Yeah.
When you're gaming, has it not been using your headset mic?
I don't use my laptop for gaming.
Oh, okay.
I don't game on PC.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to deal with what we have to deal with. All I'll ask is, what is the construction in the background?
It's my roommate.
Okay.
Hold on, he's about finished.
No, it's okay.
Don't worry, he's about.
I am
It's 'cause
gonna.
they can hear you in the background.
I will so fucking harass you, but Navy Dad, you're a Richard Fitzwell. We're on Twitch, so we have a live streaming video, and we have an audience.
Oh yeah.
Even when I'm in songs, which I was planning to explain all this to you ahead of time, but now you get to get the quick and dirty version.
We got everything quiet over here on this end now.
Cool. Sorry to do that to your roommate, but shut the hell up.
Yeah, he said, "Shut the hell up, Ricardo."
Ricardo.
This man is trying to enjoy a slice of ice cream cake, and you're telling me to shut the hell up.
What was he fucking chiseling it out of iceberg up?
Oh, no
He
shit.
didn't bring enough for everybody, so we don't give a
They
shit.
said you don't have enough for everybody, so you need to get out of here. He said he actually does.
Oh, well, bring it.
Bring it, bitches.
All right.
Now what?
Shavi. No, Kato is not joining. As you see Andrea no longer broadcasts from that location. She's broadcasting here from Retro Daddy-O with me. She's just on the other side of the room. As for how life's been going, well, that's actually what we were just in the middle of, is what's been going on the past week. So, give me a second, and we're coming back here. Oh, how long is this damn song, or did it play 3
Chose the worst song, man. It's Blue October Hate Me, man. That's actually a pretty long jam.
Well, we probably needed it with your fucked up
I got-
little
I-
system.
It's 5 hours long.
I will take no back talking from anybody.
Come over here and stop me.
You came on the wrong show.
Yeah, you. Oh, do you ever forget what I do for a living? I enjoy it. Today I had fun.
You know, it doesn't matter. Here's a show where we all have fun, so you get fucking
Okay.
back talk.
Yeah, I
You
know.
get back talk. Don't get your nipples twisted unless my fingers are on them. Hey, big boy.
That's not gay. That's gay.
Is that gay?
Is that
A
gay?
little bit.
No, just so
Is
everybody
that
knows.
gay? It's only gay if he doesn't say no homo after, so he didn't say no homo.
See, you know what? We're not supposed to make prison sex jokes because of you, but that is so going to lead right in. Just,
Right.
oh, right in. What are you vaping there, man?
Are we on the air yet?
Nah,
You should
well,
tell
no,
me
it's like a
before.
14-minute
It-
fucking song.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's called Adirondack Saratoga.
Oh, yeah, I know Saratoga's right.
Adirondack Vapor. It's actually pretty good. It's got kind of like a chai tobacco thing going.
Did you say anal lock vapor?
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever you're into. And what are you drinking?
I'm behaving today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are too.
All right.
Lightweight.
Ice cream cake is not gay.
I'm sorry. You
I'm not
put
eating
away
ice
your
cream
little.
cake.
Why would ice cream gay? Ice cream gay? Never be considered cake.
I know what's on your mind.
Robo penis. Check that out. Ain't that pretty?
Yeah.
Friar Tuck made
For
that.
peanuts.
It's like some contraband some inmate snuck in.
Yeah.
In his
Do you know,
ass.
you know what that looks like, honestly? Do you know what sounding is?
Is that gay?
Do I know what is saltines?
Sound. It's
Kind
called
of-
sounding.
What kind of
No,
cracker
what is that?
jokes is that?
No, what is
Sound,
it?
okay, check this out. Sounding is like what quote unquote incarcerated men do sometimes to increase their orgasms when they masturbate. So basically, what they do is that they'll get a domino and they'll chop it up into a real small like piece cube or a round circle, and they'll grind it and make it smooth, and then they'll insert it on the bottom of their head of their penis, and it's supposed to increase the sensitivity. Now the bad part is a lot of these guys don't know what they're doing. So 9 times out of 10, we're dealing with guys who have these serious infections and stuff like that. It's pretty bad.
So it's like a plastic male tampon. Okay.
No, not necessarily, because you're inserting it right below the head of the penis. They're actually
So you're not putting it in the penis hole.
no, you're actually cutting it open and inserting it under the skin, and then like stitching
They have
it
too
up.
much free
That's what
time.
exactly. That's all they got.
Okay, 10 seconds. We're coming back on the 2 radio stations.
Who decided that was a
Yes, that
good
does
idea
happen.
to try it?
Oh my God.
I actually just sent the detainee about 3 weeks
And
ago to the
we're
hospital.
back. You didn't have to stop talking. I just need you to know that everybody gets to hear it now. I mean,
Well, I got no problem with saying it, but yeah, that's basically what it is.
wow. Wow.
Wow, it's horrible.
Does it have to be a domino, or can you use like a hotel from Monopoly and shave it down instead?
Well, a domino would actually be like the best consistency because you can get it super smooth. A domino,
Pour
I
it.
feel like a Monopoly piece would sound like something that would damage you.
Well, I mean,
'Cause it's not hollow.
how long does it have to be? Is it like the grain of a rice length, or is it?
See, that's the thing. I mean, they've showed us some that are like about this big, maybe about a quarter of an inch thick, but then there's some that maybe are just about.
That's as
It's like
big
a
as some Jewish guy's penis.
It's like a. It's basically about the size of a pearl for the most part. Standard is about the size of a pearl. A small pearl.
They make it round. It's
Yeah, they know how to round it.
Oh,
They just sit there and just grind it on concrete until they get the smoothness and
yeah.
the
I was
consistency.
thinking it was going to be elongated and thin
I
and.
thought it was like,
Well, most of the time they won't do that. Most of the time it's a circle one because I think they're afraid of the risk. I'm like, really, okay, you're already going halfway. You might as well take the whole thing and just go all the way, get it done right. I mean, not that I would ever do that, but yeah, that's basically what they do. It's pretty bad. We've had some that have some like really bad impressions that just talk about
We're going to talk about this more in January. Just so everybody knows, David is going to join us on January 8th or 9th, whatever the Monday is. The fuck was that? It was like Godzilla went by and farted.
He sure did.
So anyhow, Ed is the hot chick.
Oh, he's like, what is the hot chick drinking? Ed is the hot chick. How you doing, Ed?
Right. Back on track.
Where we
Yeah, I
at
don't
now?
know where we were. I was talking about being at church.
You said something about
Shoot your eye out.
January 8th. What we're going to
Oh,
talk
right.
about?
You're going to be on the show. We're going to have Talk of the Tavern Goes to Prison.
Oh, you were talking about the tractor pull, the white man sport. I don't know.
Apparently, I was talking about everything. Do I ever shut up?
No.
Here, you guys
You actually
talk.
make
I'm going to
you
light
actually
my
make
pipe.
my mornings. You actually make mornings more amusing at work now because everybody else is so quiet.
With the chit-chatting and whatnot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, except for Dirty Sanchez. Wow. He's got a lot of time.
He's that 4-year-old kid that just stands by you and asks you all those questions,
Hey,
no matter how unnecessary.
hey.
Hey, mom, mama, mother.
Which I asked him today if he could handle being teased because I am so gonna fucking tease him about that.
Oh, dude.
But I don't want him to
He has a
stop.
big old sign on him.
He does, but I don't want him to stop because it's good for the group and the guys to have a talker. And of course, I think Mr. Jiggles, he's gonna hide, but Mr. Jiggles doesn't like me anyway.
Maybe Dad says he's 0.1% Jewish and he takes offense.
Good for you, man. It's good to take something because heaven knows Jews had
Is it
enough
gay if
taken
you
from
take
them.
See, that's
Is
a
it
plus.
gay?
Somebody is taking something from this show.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're glad to give. Oh my God, we're gonna go here. There's a technique in tantric
Oh my
yoga
God.
for a man's partner to use a knuckle to apply pressure to his taint to hold the sperm flow back until after orgasm to increase pleasure. I've heard the same thing with pinching the head of the cock so you don't spurt. But you know what? No, it hurts. Don't pinch there and make me so I
Don't
can't come. It loads up backwards and my cum shoots out of my ass. It's horrible.
don't pinch the rooster, God damn it. They don't like that. Ah!
All right, I already know what day this is gonna be. I can imagine the kind of questions I'm gonna be getting.
So anyhow,
Uh-oh.
we'll finish up what I did this last weekend.
Well, hurry the fuck.
You know what? I am just not even in the mood. It was such an uplifting moment and everything, and we've just really gone way too far downhill for me to climb all the way back up there and do that shit.
Yeah,
But I could talk
pretty
about the
much.
tractor pull. Nah, it's fucking boring. Okay, so this show, the title is Insensitive Bastards, and we're going to open our damn full mouths more.
No, I was gonna say we normally do anyway.
Can it get worse?
Yeah, we'll see. Challenge accepted.
See, David, normally we're laid back, relaxed, say what we think, etc. But there's some things you just have the common sense to shut the fuck up about. And you don't bother voicing your opinion because somebody's going to get pissed off no matter what. And it's not worth
That's
your
why
time.
we have these shows.
This is the show where, even though we're all really actually pretty damn nice people, we stop giving a fuck about pissing anyone off on this particular topic, and we talk about stuff that pisses us off. And I'd like to open up with patriotic holidays. Is anybody here really patriotic?
Not on the holidays.
Not on the holidays. I mean, I ship red, white, and blue, so you can't get any more patriotic than that.
I would agree with that. You know what I mean? That makes sense to me. It's not in how you show it; it's how you act it.
See, and that's where I'm going with this. Patriotic holidays at one point in time meant something. And now they mean a barbecue, getting liquored up, and often blowing
Shooting
things
guns.
up. Did somebody just strangle a cat?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold
not
on while I
cat.
scrape this heavy metal chair across the kitchen linoleum.
We're good. Don't worry.
It's only
We're
because
good.
certain microphones pick up the higher pitches better. So, patriotic holidays have become a line of bullshit that people ignore their patriotism year-round, minus folks like Ed, who is very patriotic, but he's not a blind patriot. He understands the government is still a fucking government run by people who are pricks and greedy and selfish, but also, on the other hand, they're not there to destroy things. They're there to hopefully do a job of sorts. But the holidays themselves, it's kind of like it's Christmas time. Let me be nice for these 2 weeks.
Yeah, for
Let's
2
feed
weeks.
hungry people. Feed them throughout the year,
Yeah.
not just for a
You know,
fucking day.
Motherfucker.
They get really hungry in June.
And hot. Put them in some AC in the middle of summer.
That's right. Let them in your car for a half hour, then kick their asses out with a hamburger. So that's what I'm bitching about with patriotic holidays, are people who are, wow, suddenly I'm like,
You're very short.
You're a widow guy.
yeah,
Oh God, Andre,
He's
you had
white.
to ask.
what do you ask?
Oh, wait and see. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
so I know what a
I
Cleveland
think
steamer
that's
is.
gay.
By a spin-off, does that mean you like whack it off their chest after doing it?
We have to have him on a show.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Should we just like go figure out what shows we got coming up and tell them which one to be on?
Yeah.
Probably not the Jim Henson one, huh?
No,
No.
not the puppet one. He'll stick the wrong thing in the puppet.
It's gay.
Is that anything like a Fifi?
Kinda, yeah. Okay.
Did I tell you the story about the first time I had a Fifi in my hand and I had no idea what it was?
Okay, are you
What?
saying a pee-pee as in the like kindergarten
No,
version of a dick?
Fifi.
What
A
is that?
Fifi.
A poodle.
Okay, I know you saw in the group that somebody posted how to make a homemade like sex toy for a man. Somebody posted in one of the groups.
No, I missed it.
Okay, so basically they use a towel, a glove, some tube of toothpaste, and some lotion, and then they use rubber bands to secure it.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
In what order do you use those?
So if you watch the video, I can't know. Somebody posted it in one of our group pages, one of the cigar group pages, and basically it's how to make a Fifi. And I knew what it was because that's what inmates at prison make, because obviously they don't have anything, they can't bring anything.
I'm gonna use
So
some-
here I am. I'm doing a search, and I just bring up this like towel that's about rolled up pretty tight, that's about that long and about that big around. And for some reason on one end there's a rubber glove, and so yes. So when I looked at it, luckily I had rubber gloves on because I was doing a search. My supervisor goes, "Do you know what that is?" And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Well, it's." And the minute I saw the look on his face, I dropped it on the floor and said, "I'm not picking that thing with you."
Your
I
sound
have
does
instructions on how to make it.
Is anybody else looking at David feeling like he's going to make a threatening video about a hostage he's holding with the lighting he's got going on there?
I'll turn the light on. Just give me 1 second.
Or put a towel on your head, something.
Or sheet. No, that'll upset
Really?
Bob.
We're gonna go that route?
Yeah, put on a sheet and a pointy hood.
Oh my god, this is
By the way,
hilarious.
There you go.
Ed.
I had to represent the Star Wars shirt right here.
Oh
me and
yeah,
my
I
Star
love
Wars
that.
shirts.
Nice. 1 second,
The
David.
tribute.
Ed, November 27th, we could bring Bob on for the redo of Booty Call Protocol.
Yeah, there you go.
I think
Yes.
he'll fit in fine with that, and actually it's the first episode we have that doesn't have a guest scheduled.
Hey, I'm going to be posting a picture in the group. Hold on.
Okay, well, she does it.
MacGyver. It's how MacGyver makes a Fifi.
What?
Oh, here we go.
What?
And it's posting. There it is.
No.
You're welcome.
David, I'm going to put a link into the Facebook Messenger conversation we were having. This is the Facebook event page. So you can go there and people comment and talk to us and all that good stuff there. Okay?
I think that's you right there, is it not?
I don't know what I sound like in your dreams.
Something like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
A rock slide? Oh my god. Hold on a second, I gotta study this picture. Can we make it
See,
Can
bigger?
I
that-
add a picture to
That is exactly what it is, except they'll never use paper clips because we'll never let a detainee have those.
Well, you know, whatever. They'll use a domino that's sharpened down.
So you're making your own pocket, pussy. You put the glove in the sock, fill it with lube or water, put it in the middle of the towel, and fuck it, right?
Yeah, basically.
How did it get the name Fifi?
Don't ask me.
You're
Well,
the
don't you know?
Fifi pro.
That's what I
What
was
the hell
supposed to
are the
call it.
paper clips for?
Yeah, what
Because
do you...
MacGyver always has paper clips.
Because
I don't know.
you want to hold the glove in place without it. I don't know. Yeah, I assume you just scrape up your penis. It's so you have that fresh, bloody feeling when you're done.
Yeah.
It's so you leave those
Alright.
cool, like, speed bump grooves of scrapes, racing stripes down your penis.
It won't let me post a picture in the
Probably
Twitch.
best.
Post
So
a
you
link
gotta
to
go
this
to the
video.
other part. Wow. Okay. Goodprisoner.com. That is funny.
What?
That's the website on MacGyver picture. It says goodprisoner.com.
Oh, I thought you said
Goodprisoner.com.
deadprisoner.com. I'm like, no, that's
Is there such,
No, but I
is
do
there
have a
such
story
a
about a
thing?
dead toddler. Is that insensitive?
a little bit.
Wait till you hear the story.
This is a
Read it.
story
Read on.
of
Read
humanity.
on.
So, Ed, do you have any thoughts on patriotic holidays and how people handle them and treat them?
Is that what we were talking about?
It's supposed to be, but
Like
we
that.
don't. Obviously, we aren't.
Yeah. In the beginning, I think we were.
Yeah, we did for 18 seconds.
No.
There's a whole lot of jumbled thoughts going all at once. So
I do remember telling somebody once when I was working security, Independence Day holiday, most common idiots refer to it as the 4th of July. Of course, there's a 4th of July. There's a 5th of July and there's 6th of July, but Independence Day holiday. I'm working at the front desk. Somebody comes in, they forgot something at the office and they got to go get it. It's really a shame you got to work on Independence Day. And I was like, Independence Day what? My fucking people were still slaves. I got told that wasn't a nice thing to say.
Well, you're on the perfect episode.
it depends on the person. It depends on the person receiving it.
That's true.
Is that gay?
You know, Andrea, you're the only one that can get away with that today.
I know.
I don't know.
It's because I have boobs. Well,
So
Prove it.
David.
Yeah, you had to think about that.
I can't prove it on Twitch.
No, you can show boobs, you just can't show nipples.
Just get your nipples.
I'm not wearing my pasties today. Sorry, guys.
No, I've got them on.
Exactly. He took them.
I took them all. Is that gay?
You didn't say no homo.
So all I have to go is like, no homo, and it's not gay anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever the gay comment is, and if you say no homo after, then it means not gay.
Even if he says it like that?
If he says it like that, he said no homo.
Good to know. Oh my god.
It's like if I was to say that Travis was the sexiest man alive because I think he's just that sexy, but then no homo at the end doesn't mean I want to bang him.
So if you don't say it, you do want to bang him.
Exactly.
Got it.
Makes sense to you, Travis?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just
Well,
I just like to leave people wondering because I don't
Buddy of
actually
mine
give a
asked
fuck
me,
what they
"How do
think.
you usually?"
If you're gay,
Yeah, yeah.
are you?
I like to leave my girlfriend guessing. Okay, let's move on to a different topic here. Okay. See, we didn't have David for the pre-show, so we didn't actually go through with him and qualify the topic. So we have no idea where he stands on this. He might like at the end of the show be like, "You're all fucking communists, and I live in the '80s. To hell with you." We don't know. We just don't
Are we
know.
gonna go through the list?
Thus
Or-
begins the adventure.
Yeah.
Sonar, take your pick.
What's he picking?
Boobs or moobs?
What?
Is he gonna start that?
If they do, we'll probably get half the fat boys in here just to post naked pictures of themselves.
All you gotta do is call Uncle Buck.
That was fucking incredible. Andrea was
Uncle
asking
Buck
me,
is
like, for 2 weeks, every time that picture she popped up, she had questions.
Yeah.
Just so everybody listening, just so you have an idea of what we're talking about. Buck is probably a 40-year-old guy, give or take a couple years, and he's probably 325, 350?
he's 6'7", so I
Oh,
would
no,
guess
he's
way
400 or
more than, he's all well over 400. He's a
yeah.
big guy. Like
Well,
I'm 6 foot even. I'd be looking up at him.
see, I'm 5'8" on my good days.
It'll be fat boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's
He's
not
like a
fucking
midget.
kidding. So Uncle Buck, who's his nickname, took a picture of himself in that classic baby pose where you lay a baby on its belly
Yes.
and its little legs are kicking in the air behind it and it's got a little hand to hold it, or it's like pushed up and it's like, ah!
Butt and everything.
Yeah, don't ask me how he got the picture. Did he take that? Was that
Who
a
took the
selfie or
picture?
did his wife take that?
I think his wife took it.
That is a supportive woman.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
And then he shared it with the rest of us. Oh,
But
thank
then
you.
everybody else started posting their pics too.
They did.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I missed a challenge. See, David, I have such lousy internet at home. It can take me well over 10, 15 minutes to watch a 3-4 minute video. So a lot of times it's just not worth it to me. So a lot of these videos I don't get to see. And of course, you post, like, between everybody, there's like 8 hours of videos posted every day from everybody. It's
You
incredible.
know what? For a small group of guys, we're pretty active, and I'm proud of that.
There's nothing wrong
You
with
are.
that. That's what you want.
It's not quantity, but the quality of friends in the group. Definitely.
Absolutely.
I've seen some of the videos. I'm not sure about the quality.
That's balls, mind you.
We've seen those. Yeah,
Yeah.
you remember like
There's
the,
nothing more.
you remember the turkey waddle video? Okay, and you remember the eclipse video? So these are the things where Andrea will suddenly hear, "Hey, Andrea, come in here, quick!"
No. Here's the best part is whenever you wake up to a damn message specifically for you from Senor Gastro, and he's already like flashing. I'm like, really? I guess cock is, crowing or whatever you want to call it.
Hold on. Here's a message from the Fat Boys. It's Dirty Sanchez saying, "Well, fuck me, boys. It's raining." Is that all it takes to get him to open up like that? It's raining. Here's my ass.
Dude, you know what? You gotta admit, his entry for the hot dogs with the list was just like classic.
Never saw it.
He was that teenager that was just about to get laid and had that like cracking voice.
Yeah, and
Yeah. He was like Peter Brady. He like changed pitch when he came to, and he was all cracking.
wait,
Oh my
he had a
God, it
video
was
where he
just-
came?
No, I don't know about that.
Because most of my videos have that in it. I just try to, not make it too obvious.
Well, I don't think you would have to worry about it being obvious because obviously I've never seen it. It must have been pretty short.
Yeah, that's why I don't do videos over 3 minutes, because I need a goddamn nap.
You know, a friend of mine often referred to it as the 5 seconds of fury.
Oh Lord.
Unless you don't trim, then it's 5 seconds of furry. So
5
anyhow,
seconds of fury.
shall we discuss rude bodily noises? Ed,
What'd you say?
shall we discuss rude bodily
Rude
noises?
bodily noises, and then you say, Ed, I haven't farted. Not at all tonight.
He's been pretty quiet.
Ed's always quiet until you get him riled up about the right thing, and then he has like
Oh Lord.
3 minutes.
What riles you up yet? You know what? I want to know what riles you up.
Liberals.
Ooh. You need to have a beer.
So, how do you feel about rude bodily noises? What's your stance on those, Ed?
They're rude.
Yeah.
You know,
Very
before the
rude.
show, I did give specific instructions. This has to be a conversation, motherfucker. Not just me saying shit and you going, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Is it time for a song yet?
I mean, how much can you say on rude bodily noises? Okay, people, if you got a fart, squeeze that thing in. Go
Let me ask you a
stand,
question. If
go
we're gonna be
stand
talking
over to
about-
the little old lady and quietly sneak it out and walk away so that she gets the blame for it. Okay.
It's called prop dusting.
No old lady.
No. He's saying like pass the blame. If you don't have a dog, you stand next to an old lady in the crowd, so everybody thinks she shit herself again.
Hmm. That's what Bob would do.
Bob is the little old lady. David, what was your question?
I went totally blank. I'm sorry.
It happened.
You're welcome. So, Andrea, you want to go on this one? Because I know you like chewing with your mouth open, farting, belching, loud orgasms.
I'm okay with that.
No, not
But
verbal. I'm talking about like loud when my penis makes like noise.
What happens?
You know what? To me, as if I had to really rate between like farting, burping, and all that crazy stuff, the one bodily noise that I just can't stand is minute. To some people, I think is people chewing with their mouth open. Oh my
yes.
god! I don't know what it is about that. That's like fingernails on the chalkboard for me.
Makes me angry.
It's funny, and if somebody farts, I mean, I'll just laugh about it. But I mean,
You know what? If they fart once, you're like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Like the 5th time, you're like, I am going to put my fist up your ass so you can't fucking do it anymore.
Don't fart on me. Do it over there.
When I was, like a lot of guys, when you're 18, 19 years old, your buddies will walk past, stick their ass against your ear, and rip one.
oh no, it's better. I got one better for you. So I don't know where my brother got this from, but
I don't know how the word better would come into this unless you're like, no, I wipe and shit in
No,
the
literally,
bathroom.
no. I didn't know this, and maybe it's just me being naive or something. But I was driving. My brother was right next to me, and all I do is I see him just lean over, stick his hand behind his back, fart, and then like literally throw it in my face.
Ew.
See,
I did not think that was possible.
That's not funny.
That's better.
my buddies would do this to each other. They did it to me once. And that one that did it, now I've always been a little guy. That one that did it got punched in the fucking asshole. And had little old Travis up in his face, and none of them ever again came around me to fart on me. By the way, Navy Dad has a trivia question. If Elton John pays you $1 million to watch him beat off, and you watch, are you gay? No. No, you're well
No.
paid.
You can be whatever you want for $1 million.
Yeah. Well, you can't be rich for $1 million, not anymore.
Hey, if you say no homo after the money's put in your hand, you're not gay. That's valid, is it not?
It's great. There you go.
Ed, any thoughts on that?
No.
He doesn't want to have thoughts on that. Oh,
Any fantasies or daydreams on that?
No. Hello, Robin.
Robin.
hi.
Oh, you know what? It's 9 o'clock. Let's go into a song and come back with This Week in History, which I'll explain to you, David, while we're in the song. What do we got up next? Oh, here's a little police. Don't stand
Oh,
so
nice.
close to me. Be right back.
Why you fart?
That's right. Now, okay, so when I play a song, you guys don't hear it, obviously, David. The
Time.
people, you got 4 minutes.
Okay.
Now's the time to get up, refill your drink, hit the head, whatever you need to do.
We're still being recorded,
Right.
and people still see us.
The people on Twitch still see us and hear us, so going silent for 4 minutes is not the best idea. But we kind of drop format for these 4 minutes, and if somebody needs to take a break, we take a break. Sometimes
Well, then I'm gonna.
Good.
I'm gonna mute and fill up real quick.
God, I hope you mean your drink, not. Yeah. Anyway, it goes just mute.
No homo.
Oh. Can you still hear us? Can you still hear us? Hi, David. We're talking about you. I homoed your mom. So, right.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. I've lost track.
Hmm.
Do. I want a sandwich. Oh, let me come over here and check.
You want a sandwich? I have one.
No,
You want it?
I'm good. I'm good.
Throw it at you.
I've got peanut butter, or not peanut butter, but peanut dark chocolate M&Ms with 49% caca
I got Mr. Good
in the dark chocolate. I'm posting videos to YouTube, and I'm trying to get this done while, we're doing our thing here. So I got that there. Got a custom thumbnail. We're good. Did I already put the end screen annotations? Make sure we're not running over onto the... Nope, we're still in the song.
No, that's not gay. That's necrophilia. Jeez.
Bob. He's probably gonna... With his help, our audience is either gonna totally disappear or
we'll get more listeners.
We'll like quadruple our listeners. Thanks, Bob.
Oh, my ear hurts.
It's not just his name; it's also what he does.
Buddy of mine asked me, how do you usually start writing?
Waffle.
This is some.
What happened?
Somebody said waffle.
I did, because I'm talking to Waffle. Shabby.
Waffle. Oh, where are we on our song? Okay, 42 seconds, and we got the intro to This Week in History.
Oh, I better find that.
This Week in History, shit happened. Travis, talk about that thing that you never talked about in the opening. That was some historic shit. Actually, it did take place on, like, September 5th, I guess.
Back.
We didn't notice. Thanks for clarifying.
All right.
So what is that on your wall behind you? What is the fat boy? Did you, like, needlepoint that?
No, that's actually a metal. It's like a metal art thing. I don't know.
Did you make it?
No, actually, Speedy has a friend who does a lot of like home interior design with like metalworks. He's a welder and stuff.
Steve.
So Speedy decided to have a little conversation with him, and actually he got one. Marco got one. I can't remember who else got one.
And we're back.
Okay.
Sorry.
You asked.
I just like to ask you questions, like moments before we come back.
Ask me
And tell you
anything,
to
bro.
stop.
Ask me anything. You just want to be able to say stop is what it is.
Don't worry, obviously I don't have a problem. Ed, what happened this week?
This week in history, shit happened, y'all.
Woohoo!
Shit went down.
September 10th, 1897. If you ever need a ride in a taxi, don't call this dude. London taxi driver George Smith. Wonder if he's related to George Smith that makes Glenn Levitt. Anyway, he was driving while drunk and slammed his taxi into a building As a result, he was arrested for drunk driving. It would be the first recorded drunk driving arrest in history.
You know, I
He would
think I
later.
talked about this on This Week in History before.
We may have. I don't know.
But go on.
He would later plead guilty and would be fined 25 shillings. I was hoping Kevin was here to tell us what the fuck 25 shillings is, but anyway.
I believe isn't a shilling? No, that's a pence. I think it's like a quarter? Okay, we got to have somebody that knows British money. Where's Von Hegner? He knows everything.
He was on
Kevin's
earlier.
not here, damn it.
Yeah. September 11th, 2001, as Travis mentioned, Patriot Day, terrorist attack on Twin Towers in the Pentagon. Yeah, that's what happened. I was looking through things on social media today, and it's hard to believe there's an actual generation out there now that didn't know that happened. It's like, God damn, I'm getting old. That was 16 fucking years ago, you know?
Yeah.
12 pence made a shilling.
Yeah. 12 pence make a shilling. Well, still,
So,
what the fuck is that?
Pieces of 8.
Okay.
8 of them would make a pound.
240 pence in 1 pound.
Oh.
12 pence in a shilling.
But
anyway.
Bob here says, I'm new Patreon. Travis, be nice. You know what? If you wanted us to be nice, you would have never fucking supported us on Patreon in the first place. It's not like you're like, oh, Talking of Tavern sounds like a classy place. Let's go there. No, you've been here for weeks. You know better. And by the way, as for the Michael question.
Go ahead.
Oh, he had Michael Jackson question, yeah. No, absolutely not gay. But if you give him the money back afterwards, it's a little gay.
Okay. For everybody else wondering what that question is.
Okay, but if you still say no homo, it doesn't apply. That cancels it all out.
See, in my childhood, we didn't have to say that. We just said no daddy.
Wait, were you alone when you said that?
Yes, I had no father. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm sorry. Oh, my.
Jerk.
Oh, man.
What else happened this weekend?
Oh, getting back to September 11th. Is there people out there that really think that was a conspiracy?
Yes, and some people think
it can be quick. You know what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. Go.
We're here for discussion. Go ahead.
You know, here the deal is like, if you look at everything that happened that led up to it and everything that shows it and let it to speak for itself, you can't raise questions. You'd be a more I'm sorry, you know, if it takes offense to this. You know what? I'm not sorry, but if you see everything the way it was and the way for what I mean, how can I explain it? Just the way it happened, and you take in all the variables, you can't question. It's like whether something happened or not.
Well,
I'll leave it as it is. I'm not going to be a dead horse about it, but you know, it makes you wonder.
With the conspiracy, there's some people that say it didn't happen, or that it was staged, or that it was the government that did it. So it depends which conspiracy level you're talking. Do you have French fries? Those look like French fries.
Squirrel?
Sorry. I noticed I was hungry during the song. Okay, so yeah, it depends which conspiracy thing, but there are some people that believe it totally didn't happen. And I'm like, no, I live near D.C. I drove by the Pentagon with the hole in it. You know, I worked for the state government at that point in time, and they were like serious discussion of shutting down the interstate system across the country. This was not... Yeah. Now, did the government plan it? I don't think it got us that much.
No.
I think if the government had planned it, we would not have gas prices above $1 a gallon.
I just have the most amazing IPA I've ever drank.
What are you drinking?
International
Belching Beaver. Belching Beaver Deftones Phantom Bride IPA.
Is that gay?
No, Belching Beaver is rude, but not gay. We just called it
beautiful beer, so why would it be rude?
In my day, we just called it a queef.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyway, September 11th, planes hit the Twin Towers, plane hit the Pentagon, and supposedly some passengers took over a plane in Pennsylvania and they crashed it into the ground.
Now, why do you say
Fucking
supposedly with that one?
F-16 shot that shit down.
Okay.
Yeah. But, there's that whole Constitution thing, and martial law wasn't declared, so, we can't say that. But, yeah, F-16 shot that shit down. But anyway, all the actions of that day would spark a war in Afghanistan in the search of terrorist mastermind Osama bin Laden. Bin Laden was killed by a Navy SEAL in a Navy SEAL raid on his compound located in Pakistan in 2011, and the war is still going on today.
Yeah, if that was a government conspiracy, this would have gone so much smoother, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hence the phrase that I learned in high school, good enough for government work.
yeah. And by the way, hello, Kat. Thank you for joining us tonight. Good to see you.
I don't know, if you really do a lot of reading, there's just a lot of things that this raises red lights to tell you that why would it be otherwise? Saying.
So anyhow, what else went on this week, Ed?
I didn't have any look up any current events this week. Of course, there is another hurricane that fucked up Florida really bad.
You know what? Let me tell you about something that's going on interesting, and a lot of people not know what's going on. Is, of course, everybody's focused on the hurricanes. The earthquakes in Mexico and the impact it's having on the population is insane. And I'm saying that from a standpoint because I work immigration. That thing is
What
insane.
the fuck do I care about Mexico? I'm in the United States. They're all going to end up here anyway.
Time out. I'll just say this about that, because you know what? I have a lot of friends that have family across.
I don't care.
Here's the deal. This is what I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to bring up is the impact. You want to talk about the impact? The large amount of people that are coming this way because they have nowhere else to go. They've lost everything. So
okay. Nothing's different there.
Really?
Hey, there'll be more room for them since all these people are dying in the hurricane.
They only lost 20 in Florida, so.
They only lost what?
20.
20 people with homes, maybe. What about the,
20 deaths.
Yeah, that's not counting the homeless who just washed out to sea.
The ones nobody account for.
True.
Hey, there's a state-funded initiative in Virginia that'll let you put up switch to solar at no upfront cost through rebates and incentives.
Mm-hmm.
Through rebates and incentives. There's still an upfront cost then.
Anyone else have any current events?
That was a current event. Now, David, let me ask you. I know you got the last name Garza. Are you, how long has your family been in the States?
I want to say from my great-great-grandfather that came from Spain.
Okay, so like long enough that, it's not like your grandfather or something. Okay.
We're like fifth generation, in the country.
Yeah.
Well, I am, I think.
But your brother's not. Now, you said you worked immigration, or you currently work immigration?
Okay, I work corrections, but we house both immigration and U.S. Marshals. So if they're housed in immigration, if they're pending court by the U.S. Marshals, and a lot of them are basically going to federal court for illegal, entry or something like that.
Okay. So essentially, it's just a place to keep immigrants till they figure out what they're going to do with them.
Yeah, unless we be economic about it, and we have enough to fill a plane up and send them all back. Gotta,
And
earn their frequent flyer
what
miles.
are you laughing about there, Ed?
Unless we're being economic about it.
It'd definitely be cheaper than processing. We know how much it costs to run a government program. Which, by the way, it's funny to see Ed say that shit to you, because he never, says shit like this.
I only say that because literally we hold detainees until we have enough to fill up a plane. Literally, that's how long we hold them.
Well, if there's all these earthquakes, where are they going to send them back to?
Well, not just to Mexico. We're talking like Honduras, El Salvador, as far south as they need to go.
Most Americans won't know the difference. You could just send them back to anywhere below Texas, and they'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
they're home."
And
Or you
Yeah.
you could do my favorite. You can just drop them off the bridge and go, all right, go on back. We ain't coming back this way.
Shoot! We have brooms.
just send them to California.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Ed just wants the liberals. Okay, let's go on with the rest of this week in history. Is there any weird?
Okay.
Oh,
Weird news.
whatever.
Andrea?
I have some weird news. It happened in the Philippines. There was a toddler that woke up at her funeral. This little girl, 3-year-old, her body was being prepared to be buried, and she started to move. She was not dead. She had a fever for days, and the parents took her to the doctor, and the doctor pronounced her dead 2 days later. Apparently, she wasn't.
Oops.
That's weird.
Yeah. That's funny. No, that's not funny. Something else is funny. I swear.
I was gonna say,
Funny would be if that doctor's still in practice.
it
It's
is the
the Philippines.
Philippines, so who knows?
Chuck Shaw is listening, by the way, and he asks how many Canadians get deported. We don't send them out by the plane load. We just strap them to a moose and let it migrate back.
Let it ride.
And they
Carry a
apologize
paycheck
to us
later.
for inconveniencing us.
That's
So we have a beer with them before we strap them to the moose.
Before you strap them on, what?
Before
That's
we,
dirty.
I call my dildo Moose, and before I strap on Moose. Ed, anything else go on?
People that died. September 8th, country singer Troy Gentry of Montgomery Gentry. And Andrea, you had a death for this week?
Yeah, Lynn Wein, or Wen, Lenwein. He's one of the creators of Wolverine. He died at 69 yesterday.
You know,
Now, what's a Wolverine again?
Well, if
we
you go to
just
Urban
paid
Dictionary,
honor to this guy. Go on.
Okay. Birthdays. September 11th,
By the way,
18...
about deaths, I just want to say each
Oh.
week when I don't hear my own name in that list, I am eternally grateful.
You're still here.
Yeah, because it means Andrew didn't bump me off yet or nothing.
September 11th, 1885, poet D.H. Lawrence. September 12th, 1975, actor Paul Walker. He's dead now.
He's dead?
September 14th.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he was like the Fast and the Furious guy.
Fast and Furious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He died Fast and Furious.
Yep. September 14th, 1947, actor Sam Neill. He appeared in Jurassic Park.
He was the T-Rex.
Sure. September 15th, 1789, Arthur James Fenimore Cooper of The Last of the Mohicans.
No.
Dude,
Ed, I know you love the movie. Have you read the book?
love it. Read them all.
Read them all? There's more than one? It's not much
Yeah,
of
there's
the last
5 of
the
them. They're
Mohicans
called-
then, is it?
They're called The Leatherstocking Tales, and all of them feature the character of Hawkeye. And,
Oh, okay.
and-
I thought maybe it was Last of the Mohicans, next to the Last of the Mohicans, the third to the last.
well, probably started out with more than just 3. But yeah.
17 Mohicans. 10 little Indian
17
boys.
Mohicans. Yeah. Okay. September 16th, 1925, blues guitarist B.B. King.
Yay!
Yeah.
He's still doing good, too, ain't he?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't hear anything bad.
We'll see.
Personal birthday shout-outs this week. Chuck, who is not here. We're not
He is.
supposed to tell
Oh, right.
anybody because he's not here. One of my adopted daughters, Jessica Rodriguez.
By the way, last I heard, Chuck got strapped to a moose and was headed north.
Okay. The most beautiful Laura McManus and a good bud of mine, Darren Woodard. Happy birthday. Anybody else got birthday shout-outs?
yes, Kristen Motley's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Kristen. Is she in State of the Nerd? Whatever, she's just awesome. And Sunday was Unita Biscuit's birthday. Very
Unita.
awesome. female impersonator performer.
You need a biscuit.
You
Biscuit?
need a biscuit.
I need more than a biscuit.
Anita biscuit.
EUNITA
Only if
biscuit.
it's a honey butter chicken biscuit.
Well, yeah, if it's got white meat on it, I definitely need a biscuit.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Oh, goodness. So anyhow, Wednesday, fellow fat boy John McPoyle is turning 53. You want to send out a special message to him there, David? No?
No, I'm
Apparently
just kidding.
David
I'm just
hates
kidding. Yeah.
John. Fuck
Gotta
you,
get-
John!
Nah,
Happy
can't
birthday!
be hate. Come on, man. Can't be no hating on Goldilocks.
Mm-mm. Which he got
Nah,
the name
man. Yeah,
because one of
gotta give
his
a shout out to
challenge
Happy.
videos, he wore a blonde wig.
Yeah, so it here does earn the name Goldilocks. Yeah, happy birthday, Big Poil.
And then my buddy from high school, Ross Clapper. Let's see, anybody else? Nope. I hate you. I hate you. You're in Russia. Would never listen. Oh, Myra from Los Portales. She's got a birthday this week.
Oh, yeah.
She's a sweetheart. I adore her. Hey, Ed. That's one of my Mexican friends.
Oh, okay.
Hey. There's somebody we hate. Fuck you. Why am I friends with them on Facebook? I don't know. Let's see. He's a dick. Oh, Keith Swift has a birthday on Saturday. David, do you know who he
Awesome.
is? Oh, there we go.
Exactly, you know who Keith Swift is. He's actually enduring the hurricane right now as we speak. He's been posting videos, so luckily he's doing well.
He is.
Awesome dude, awesome cat, man. That's a dude that I'll cut somebody for.
Nice, nice. Like a turkey or something?
Let's start off with a turkey.
And then Dale
Is
Roll.
it going to make the noise like in that video? Because that was disturbing.
And then Dale
It's
Roll.
like a slashing noise.
What?
Huh?
And Dale Roll. You know what? You people shut the hell up. I'm trying to wish Dale Rolls a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
A BB Black Dog, who's actually a great steampunk music supporter in the UK and helps a lot of folks out. And I don't know. No, we won't mention anybody else. We're good. Okay, let's just shut that down now.
Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, pretty much.
What? Matricula, this show is Insensitive Bastards. The Flappin' Rap Party was last week.
Yeah. I have to go here. I'll go edit that right now. Let's grab this and then touch that there and then put this hand over behind my head. And yeah, fucking flexible, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
And I do all this with a pipe in my mouth, like Popeye.
What else can you do all that with whatever in your mouth?
Is that gay?
I start to drool, I'll tell you that. Okay, now let's go into a song. Yes, Matricula, we'll talk to you right after I go into this song. What do you got? Okay.
She's on next week's show.
She is. And by the way, she's still... Now, by the way, Matricula, perfect timing. The next song coming up is Insane Clown Posse, Please Don't Hate Me. Let's go into that song. Now, Matricula, I have offered to put her in the rotation of basically the side ads of my books and whatnot. And she says, can I send you a picture of my safe, sane clown posse or whatever it's called? Or is that too PG-13? And I'm like, have you heard this show? No, we're going to be okay with that. Go ahead and send it, which she never did. And I just want to say, WTF, mate.
Is that too PG-13? Do you remember what show you're going to be on, Matricula? Hello?
So David, I know you're busy texting to your boyfriend and everything, but
No homo.
She's catching on.
Yeah. Well, also every time we say Marco when he's on, she says
Porno.
So there you
Nice.
go. Next week's topic is the mysteries of kink, where we're going to explore the history of different fetishes and kink.
Nice.
This was suggested by Matricula, who's this little teeny petite, and she wears this cute little clown makeup, and then she sings the filthiest songs you've ever heard come out. And she does it like she's performing to a children's audience the whole time. So
That's
it's all
pretty
like,
awesome.
sucking dick, guzzling cum. Come on, boys and girls, sing along. It's great.
Yeah, you need to listen next week.
It's good stuff.
Awesome.
You know, I think she popped in and then wandered away. I changed the title.
Like she does.
She does, doesn't she? Hopefully she doesn't do that week. Hi guys, I'm here. Now I'll ignore you for 2 hours. Hello? Hey Ed, did you want to read your buddy's birthday wishes there? This is what he wants for his
Somebody
birthday,
have
right?
birthday wishes?
Yeah, go in Twitch. Just read that out. I think that's what he wants for his birthday.
Pass.
That's funny.
God, I love having a show with a 12-year-old. Oh.
That's not homo, that's pedophilia.
Not if you don't video it.
Did you watch that song I sent in the group message?
No, I was busy fucking with
Spider-Man?
David.
She has another song called Pedophilia. It's funny.
Ed, I have suggested to Andrea we do a whole show on top humor that will offend you, because there are some things people say you cannot make a joke about certain things, and some
Why not?
comedians would disagree. And I'm debating if we should do a show on those topics to make fun of them.
Such as?
Coat hanger abortions are funny.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't.
It was in Cards Against Humanity.
It's got a very kind of,
That sounds like cutting your penis open to put a piece of a domino in it. Just no.
Well, that's hilarious. I'm not doing it. When you told me it's like round like a pearl, I'm like, so it's not even like the length of your penis or something? No.
Maybe it is.
Basically what it is, you know those water bottles that have the magic trick water bottles, so when you go to pour, when you pour it enough, the ball blocks the opening so you don't pour it all out? You're doing that with your penis is what it sounds like.
I'm not.
No, it's by all means, it's not the whole point of it. The point is not to shut off; it's to increase sensitivity. That's it.
Yeah, no. If I want to increase sensitivity, I will smack it against your face before I come.
Well, that's what they tell us, but then 2 weeks later, it's gushing pus and it's all infected. So.
And welcome back to all the listeners. We're back on topic.
That was a long way to get around back to that.
I think we covered rude bodily noises. Now, there's a little thing out there called microaggressions. Now, what this is minor things people do, usually unconsciously, that is actually offensive. It is an aggression to repress another group. So, for example, holding a door open for a woman would be a sexist microaggression.
I'm just
You
a
mean it's
fucking
not just
pig.
being nice?
No.
I'm going to hell.
Having a backyard
That's
barbecue
people have
and
nothing better
offering
to do than
ribs
label things.
and fried chicken to Ed would be a microaggression because he doesn't like fried chicken.
Yeah, you can keep that damn fried chicken.
I like fried chicken.
I like fried chicken.
I'm sure Bob likes fried chicken too.
No, the Jewish part of him doesn't let him like it because it looks like foreskin when you pull the skin off.
It makes him very sad.
So, what other examples of microaggressions are there, guys?
Having a backyard barbecue and not inviting me is that's
especially if you live next door.
Right.
We invite you to all our backyard barbecues.
That's what we call
them. Now, if you invite him to your backyard barbecue and he shows up and there's a cross lit on fire...
Burning the fucking cross is not a backyard barbecue, guys.
That's also not a microaggression.
Didn't say what we barbecue in there.
So, Bob said Ed has that Samuel Jackson look going on. What, from like Black Snake Moan?
Just like a bird upon a feather.
Did you see?
What?
Wasn't it? It was in our conversation last night that I posted the. No, it wasn't. Okay, I
What?
posted a GIF of. Okay, here, let me go post it.
Is it of a snake?
No, but it's a Sam Jackson.
Is it his snake?
No, it's a pussy and Sam Jackson.
Oh, well. Okay.
There you go. You're welcome.
Where'd you put it?
Well, I put it in our conversation, but I'll also go put it on the pin post. Let me see if I can do it there too.
Oh. That's funny. Not everybody gets to see it.
Yeah, they do. I'm putting it up now.
That's funny.
There we go.
It's so cute.
So if anybody wants to see the GIF I'm talking about, just go to the Facebook event page and the pinned post where it says, here's how you watch on Twitch. Go look in the comments there, and it'll be there. Okay. So anyhow. So Ed, you okay? Okay. Are the topics upsetting?
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, that's okay.
Andrew's just going to be entertained the rest of the show. Did you see the GIF there, Ed?
Oh, yeah. It's all good. Yeah. It's a cat.
Adorable.
It's hanging.
I'm going to do
It's
it.
Have you seen Keanu?
It's a cat.
Have you seen Keanu? You should watch it. It's great. I watched it yesterday.
You know, that's something I hate too. Those people that tell you should watch it.
Good.
So you hate me now? Watch it anyway, goddammit. It's very funny.
You know my favorite GIF ever is the one with Michael Jordan and the cat with the shoulder.
And the cat
wiggle
with
thing.
the wiggle butt. Yeah.
I thought that was Shaq.
Is it Shaq? Fuck.
We
Yes, it was
don't
Shaq.
all
It
look
was just
alike, dude.
You
Come
know what?
on.
If you're a
I was about to
basketball
say, it's
player,
Shaq.
you do.
Oh, wow.
I didn't say that.
I don't care what color you are. Fucking run up and down court like I give a damn.
Chasing somebody's ball.
Figuring out whether you really do.
Huh?
You really do care.
I don't care. You can't make me care.
What?
Bob really wants to make $1 million off of someone, doesn't he?
I think he just wants to watch. He doesn't care about the money.
I think he wants us to tell yes so he can move forward with his gay plan.
No homo.
What is your obsession with Elton John, man? Gosh.
I guess that's maybe the richest gay man he knows. I don't know.
Well, you know, whatever. Each their own. Somebody's got to do it.
So what about, see, in place of microaggressions, what bothers me is the micro-offendees, the people who look to be offended.
I'm offended by that statement.
Yeah, that offends the fuck out of me.
So there'll be no fucking out of Ed tonight.
That's
Unless you offend me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because if you're offended, there's no more fucking you.
what?
That'd be two separate words, fuck in you. I'm hungry.
Obviously.
You have a bag of nuts there. Suck 'em.
I do, they're M&Ms, but I can't crunch them while I'm on the show. That's just rude. Then it'd be like chewing with my mouth open, and David would get all whiny and weepy and
Yeah,
shit.
but I'll throw something at you.
I don't get whiny.
Have you ever listened to the recording of your voice?
Obviously, you spend nights listening to mine. No homo.
Yeah, I mean, just to, jerk off and get to sleep. Totally homo right there, baby.
Do what you gotta.
Ah!
The hell is that?
I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. Far, near. So, Ed,
Who are those people?
be an insensitive bastard, and what would you like to talk about? What pisses you off and annoys you that you usually bite your tongue and don't talk about or say anything?
We already talked about it last show. That's probably my biggest thing right there.
What was it again?
Fappy?
Pray for me. Pray for you. Pray for you.
Click and like.
Praying.
I'm not gonna
Click
click
and like.
That really bothers you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get tired of that shit.
I'll pray for you, Ed.
You know, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I used to be one of the most easily annoyed people.
No homo.
No homo. No, but seriously, I used to be one of the most like easily annoyed people, you know. And then I started working at prison and realized I gotta get the fuck over it.
Well, we're not actually easily annoyed. We're very laid back, but like me right now.
He's going to fall over.
So, but yeah, it's one of those things.
No, be proactive. Don't do that.
When I hear somebody
pray.
say, "I'll pray for you," what I translate that to do is, I'm not
I don't
actually
give a
going to
shit.
do anything.
I ain't gonna do shit.
Like, my house caught on fire. Oh, I'll pray for you. Bitch, no.
How about send me a 20?
Yeah.
How about a bag of clothes? How about, an Amazon gift certificate? Something. Oh, by the way,
pray
Ed,
for you.
so for my birthday episode, I decided I'm going to post a link so anybody who wants to get me a gift can see my Amazon gift list, or they could just send me an Amazon gift card. Because if everybody listening sends me like a $5 Amazon gift card, I might get $10 or $15.
I'm gonna send you a pearl and a scalpel.
A pearl and a scalpel.
Yeah.
And for your birthday,
your
I will send you a
penis.
whole pearl necklace, big guy. Totally homo.
Definitely homo.
Oh yeah.
Because that's with intent.
Yeah.
Because that's with intent.
No, I just totally mean I'm going to come all over your neck.
Intent.
I'll be like Ninja Jizzer. I will leap out of the shadows in the night. And
What's that noise behind you?
it's that guy farting. David doesn't mind that. He laughs. So what do we got next on our little list here? Okay, here's something that pisses me off. So I recently did a news article. What?
Get these motherfucking snakes off this plane.
I did not do an article on that. I recently did a news article on an island called Tangier Island that essentially, due to erosion, climate change, water level rise, whatever, it's disappearing. It's being washed away. And when doing the research for this article, I learned Miami is in danger, the Outer Banks is like extra flooding, New York City, Long Island is in danger of disappearing by 2050, being uninhabitable. Who knew? I didn't. And I get to thinking, we have the science now. Whenever we build a new city or even a new house, why the hell are we building it on fault lines, on floodplains, on the seashore, when you know within a certain span of time that shit's you're rolling dice, and it's just a matter of
I'll
time till
click
they come up
like, it'll
again.
be okay.
That's right, because we can like. Yes, Ed?
Man likes challenges.
They want something to bitch about.
Not about what's gonna happen then. It's about what's gonna happen now.
Yeah. There you go.
By the way, Steven, if you're listening, the BCA is really good. I'm enjoying it.
BCA.
Yeah, Fryer also sent me some Lane BCA with the robot penis and some Stokeby PS17. Proper British. Proper English. Proper British, my bad.
Proper something.
Proper fapping.
That was last week.
Hey, Andrea.
And maybe next week. Huh?
Cigars International has a special on nubs.
Fuck Cigar
they're my
International.
favorite.
I'll never buy from Cigar International.
Why?
You know, there was a big old, there was a big old thing going on a while back. This was before I was in all the group where they were finding that some of the cigars that Cigars International were selling were actually sweepings off the floor.
Yeah, that's what a
Are there
set
beetles in it?
is.
There was an email discussion between Cigar International and some of its retailers about that.
I thought all seconds were
Sorry,
just sweepings off the floor. Well,
but not when you're doing your premium cigars and still labeling them as the regulars. You know what I mean? I remember somebody cut one up and there was actually hair sweeping in it.
Ew. I don't like
Exactly.
those.
I like the smell of it when you
Exactly.
light up a hair cigar and the way they pop and crackle.
That's beetles.
Nothing beats the smell of scorching flesh, doesn't it?
God, no. Just like Mom used to make.
Navy Dad said Ed and him Brokeback Mountain.
I thought he said they
No,
liked.
like Brokeback Mountain. And he's
Bareback?
offended with your offensive positions. Is that a football reference?
Offensive?
Could be.
Could be football, could be soccer, could be basketball.
Sesame
you
Street
alright
is
over there?
not gay.
Yeah.
What?
Said Sesame Street is gay.
What?
You're gay.
I grew up on Sesame Street.
Well, that explains maybe it is then.
Chuck posted on the Tuckle the Tavern page. I think he meant to post in the event page. Have you been to New York City? It's practically uninhabitable now.
Yeah, that's because there's people there.
You know, there was actually I overheard, and this was on two different occasions that they were trying to prove that Houston actually has sunk a couple of feet. You know, after this flood, they were realizing that wait a second, why is there more water now? And that's from two different people I heard this from, so it's something that I've been wanting to look into and read about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we're smart enough to know these things are going to happen, why the hell are we still building there? That is idiocy.
It's because it's like I said before, and Ed understood what I was trying to say. It's not about what's going to happen later; it's about what it's going to do for them now. People really don't care what's going to happen later on.
Mm-hmm.
It's come to that, unfortunately.
Yeah, right. Because foresight and planning is not necessarily a human strong point.
So what you're saying is it's not a good idea to build a nuclear power plant along a fault line? Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all.
Well, I mean, it depends if you're building it in your own country or somebody else's.
We have one in Virginia.
Right on. Yeah, we do, don't we? Yeah, I remember when. Yeah, the epicenter was like 4 miles from the
power plant.
Yeah, out in Mineral in Louisa County, by Lake Anna Power Plant. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go into another song. We'll come back and we'll wrap up the topic and go into the third hour where we might actually use some dirty words.
Shit.
Yeah. What do we got up next? Oh, here's Megadeth. Architecture of Aggression. We'll be right back. Okay, we just got our Twitch people, our super secret group. You know what? Kermit's asshole is spread so wide, he's had a whole fist up there.
What's our time?
Oh, time. 3 minutes.
Okay.
Where'd Matricula go? Did
you ran her off?
I think she was hoping to hear some poetry and just left. After posting the little pictures of somebody's vagina or something.
I think Bob scared her away.
Because he's gay?
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't sleep with him. I just had sex with him.
Oh, well, whatever. That's not gay. Did you say no homo afterwards?
No, I had my mouth full.
Oh, well, you need to say that or else.
Because he made me a sandwich. So, yeah, the Nub Tubbo sampler is only good through like tomorrow night, so I don't think we'll end up with it. And it doesn't look like the coffee flavored ones. It looks like the regulars. Yeah.
I don't care for those too much.
Yeah, they're okay. They're not great though. Okay. What do we got here? 2 minutes.
Still.
So nothing on your plate tonight you want to talk about, Ed?
What do they call them? We had them on the list.
Oh, they're probably still up there then.
Hey, Travis, did you do your revenge challenge?
I didn't have to. I wasn't a judge.
Oh, you should have done it anyway.
Triggering.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is that?
Okay. We'll get to that when we come back here in minute 20. Trigger warnings. Are you seriously asking what that is, or?
It's when I warn you before I pull my trigger.
I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Bitch.
Okay. So yeah, we'll get into that when we get back. We'll cover that one. M&Ms. I love you, M&Ms. Not inserted in my penis with a scalpel or anything.
Yeah, no scalpel.
Because they melted my penis, not in my hand.
All that's left is the nut.
What, my penis explodes? Is he sucking his thumb? I think he is.
No.
Whatever.
That's how he likes it.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
I say shut the fuck up.
Okay, 5 seconds. Okay. Let's come back.
Language.
Yeah.
That was
that's what I'm
English.
using.
Okay, and we're back. And Ed, you had a question about trigger warning.
Triggering. What the fuck is that? What is it? Where did that come from? Why did we start that?
Everybody, no, it's okay, man. Go. Have a good time.
Go, Gadget, go.
Of course, we all know what a trigger warning is, right?
I guess.
Okay. A trigger warning is, for example, I wrote a medieval fantasy novel, and there is a rape scene in it. It's very short. It's just so you get an idea of what the bad guys like, but nevertheless, there is a rape scene in there. Some people would claim that I need to put a trigger warning on the book. Of course, then people could also say you have sea monsters in there, so you should put a trigger warning in there about ocean phobias. And some people would say you also have giant mutant insects, so you should put a trigger warning in there about insects.
I say just shut the fuck up and, whatever. Shut the fuck up.
So that's what a trigger warning is something that would trigger a certain phobia, memory, a traumatic thing.
No, and they should put a warning if there's a strobe light.
There's not one of those in my book. We're okay.
Well, then you're fine. What the hell?
Teresa could read it without,
Yeah, without having a seizure.
So you.
But I mean, I remember reading something several months ago where it was a public place. It was going so far as to taking down the mirrors because it could possibly trigger people. The mirrors in the restrooms because it could possibly trigger people.
What?
Yeah.
In what way?
Oh, because if they believe that they're fat and they go into the restroom and they must look at themselves.
Well, then maybe
in the
they
mirror,
shouldn't go to the restaurant.
Yeah, shit their pants.
They shouldn't go to the restaurant. Whatever.
Tear down statues because it can trigger bad memories of slavery, even though there's nobody alive today that was a fucking slave. But hey, let's
that
do
give
it.
a shit anyway.
It can trigger some bad shit.
Somebody would argue that there is still modern slavery, but the honest thing is they're not in this country. They're enslaved.
Well, we're not talking about employment, okay? We're
I was
talking
gonna say,
about
yeah,
actual
there's slavery. They make our clothes.
Yeah. Well.
And their children, so it doesn't count. Too soon?
Yes, Travis.
Here's an article on the coddling of the American mind. Is trigger warnings hurting the mental health. And I'm skimming it, and there's a quote. I'm a
It's causing
liberal.
people to take advantage of it more.
You know what? I got something to say about all this.
Go ahead.
Hearing you talk about this is triggering some shit. Because to me, it's people making shitty ass excuses to get away with something or just make something of their. I don't know. It's bullshit. Because you didn't hear about this shit. I mean, I didn't hear about this shit in the 80s or 90s. I did my shit. Nobody did shit to me. I was responsible for my own actions. So how hell? I mean, that irks the shit out of me. It just sounds like people looking for excuses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click like and pray.
I don't know what else to say that, but to me, it's just all I'm hearing us talk about is like, well, what do you think about triggers, or what do you think about rude, or what do you know what? There's a proper time for things, and there's a proper place for things, and then how the hell are you gonna make other people's actions responsible for how you feel? You know what? It's called being a sensitive bitch. Grow up.
Mm.
Not sensitive bitch, sensitive bastard. Didn't you read the title of the show?
Oh no, whatever.
So
Exactly. Whatever.
So the article says a number of popular comedians, including Chris Rock, have stopped performing on college campuses. Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Maher have publicly condemned the oversensitivity of college students, saying too many of them can't take a joke. Now, by the way,
Welcome in their soft spots.
this
Or
article
safe spots.
then goes into microaggressions, by the way.
Yeah, it's all related. The
See,
safe places.
it's all bullshit.
By the
man.
way, David, when I ask you how long your family has been in this country, that was a microaggression according to some. So, like if you ask a Hispanic or a
Is that
Asian,
like in relation to how big their pussy is?
wait, pussy? What?
Huh? Who? Where?
Because I mean, that's my whole point. Is like, how is that supposed to
Third
be?
hour?
How is that supposed to be something that irritates me, or like is supposed to trigger something, or like whatever you want to call it? I mean, if you find offensive,
that would be
if you find
somebody say it's like closet racism on my part to even fucking ask.
You're not in a closet, though.
You know what? That's somebody trying to figure out some excuse to come up with something to have no fucking idea what they want or what they want to do in their life. It's just that's what that is. That's the fact is that they got nothing better to do than label things.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby, portrays misogyny and physical abuse so that students who have previously been victimized by racism or domestic violence can choose to avoid these works, which they believe might trigger a reoccurrence of past trauma. Now, I am going to say there is time where consideration needs taken. If you know somebody who has experienced a trauma such as rape or even PTSD of a soldier, there are certain considerations I think are valid. But a broad sweeping thing, you're out in the real world to have to label everything with warning labels, that's why we have a rating system on our movies, so you can see what you're getting into. What, Andrea?
Trigger warnings are needed before a penis enters the bearded clam.
Yeah.
Victoria says she's had a similar thing happen to a beta reader for one of her books. They just started crying, so now she just warns people her books are for adults and expect sex and violence. It's fiction. Yeah.
I get traumatized by books too.
Something else Bob said. He said, "Where's my safe place?" Okay, and being almost my brother at 0.4% black. Okay, I do feel the need to discuss this. But Bob, I don't understand what's going on in our college campuses today. Okay, college campuses are actually setting up safe places for blacks to go at, where no white kids are allowed to go. My dad marched to get rid of that shit. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, bitches.
Yeah, that was a question directly to David, right? David, what's going on?
Everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What was the question?
There was a question?
Bob will answer. He'll know.
He'll answer whether one or two.
I'm sorry, he took the Ed way out. I agree. Thanks, Bob. Way to carry the discussion. See,
Adult Swimmer too.
That was a
What the hell?
microaggression towards Ed on my part.
Ouch.
Yeah, bitch.
So we used to call that passive aggressive, didn't we?
Yes.
So this is the point where we wonder if political correctness has just gone too fucking far.
It's gone crazy.
Fuck political correctness. There's no such thing anymore.
See, I've often said, Ed and Andrea, I've heard this a lot of times, I don't believe in political correctness, but I do believe in polite and courteous, or polite consideration.
That's just 'cause you're a polite guy.
Well, it's one of those things with
Sometimes.
you working. I made a your mom joke to you, and you're like, "Dude, not cool. I don't appreciate it." You weren't pissed or anything. You just let me know, and I went, "Cool, no problem. I could back off."
Yeah,
on that."
exactly. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm cool. with that.
And that's one of those
I
things-
didn't take it personal. I didn't hold it against you because you just didn't know. You know what I mean? I mean, and I understand that. I don't get all fucking like.
See, some people
hissy
have
fit
done
pants.
it, and when they
Some
come at
people
me,
do.
when they come at me the wrong way, I'm like, "No, I totally meant it. I fucked her while she was dead because I like her that way. She doesn't talk."
Well, that's just you being you.
What? Actually doing it or saying that I did it?
Yes.
Both.
Okay.
Because you would do it. You would say it and you would do it. I honestly believe you would.
It's only from behind because I'm not an animal. Wait, no, wait. I am an animal.
Animals do it from behind.
She got a point there. No homo.
But
Oh,
and that's
God.
where polite consideration is one thing, but walking around in fear of anything you say could be the thing that's makes somebody
It's-
mentally break.
And upset me
But you know
so
what?
bad.
It's saddening because of PC, we can't go around and be the friendly people that we try to be. Case in point, in my hometown, I truly believe no matter what, and I was taught you need to be a gentleman. You know what? I mean, be as courteous as you can be as possible. So when I first moved to Laredo, and I was
Is that
at a
in
grocery
Mexico?
store. It's right on the Mexican border.
Okay, that's what I thought. You're gone.
Yeah, so anyway, I was at the grocery store and I had a big old cart full of groceries, and there was this lady behind me, and I'm not gonna lie, she was rather attractive, but I was just like, hey, you know what, be the guy, let her go across. So she only had a couple of things. I said, hey, you know what, you can pass, go ahead because I have a cart. And I swear, she gave me the ugliest look, and I'm like, wow, this is what you get for being courteous. And I just think it's things like that. It's like we can't be that anymore because people are just like so PC about things. You know what?
Did you
It's
look
like you
back
said-
at her and go, "Never mind, get the fuck behind me"?
No, not even like. But on a serious side, it's sad because you can't do things like that anymore these days.
No.
And that's what I don't like about this whole PC bullshit, because now people are taking it too far. It's far beyond that it should have ever been. And it's honestly it's gonna piss a lot of people who are saying that it's these college kids who have nothing better to do with their lives than to sit and point out everything that's sexist just because they see it that way. I mean, it's just they have nothing better to do.
Well, it's sexist, it's racist, it's xenophobic, and the list just goes on and on and on. Whatever happened to the day? There was a time in this country when we laughed at ourselves and at
Exactly.
one another. Whatever happened to that?
I watched a montage of Married with Children.
Mhm.
Mostly Al in the shoe store or ridiculing his neighbor or things he said to his wife, which were now I couldn't imagine them even getting passed on like Family Guy or something.
Red Fox, the Jeffersons,
No,
all,
you know what?
all in the family. Oh hell no!
I got a perfect example for you. Blazing Saddles. That is the
Oh,
greatest
yes.
movie of the 70s. But I guarantee you, it was brave to come out there with that movie in the 70s. That was like some big hairy cojones,
But
And
somebody
if you tried to put that out now,
He said
somebody has.
cojones.
Somebody has. It was called Django Unchained and it just wasn't a
Oh
comedy.
god, that was great. That was fabulous.
Okay,
That was great. Yeah.
Let's
but you know what? It wasn't as avant-garde as
I know.
brave as Blazing Saddles was, especially in that time.
Okay.
And that's just things like that.
Hold that thought. Let's go into a song,
Yeah.
and we'll be back with the third hour where we talk about anything or continue the topic. So here's Nathaniel Johnston with Bastard Jack. We'll be back. And just if you need to know, we've got about 4.5 minutes, sir.
Okay.
And actually,
Ice.
But yeah, I've always said that about. I've always used Blazing Saddles as an example because that to me
Yeah.
is one of the greatest movies of all time. And people see it nowadays. I'm like, are you serious about this? Like, what are you talking about? This is a classic. This is classic Mel Brooks. This movie's amazing. And that's why I can just watch it over to the day. But it's just like I try and show it to these new guys. I'm like, did you really say that? I'm like, really?
Hey, David, do me a favor. Come closer to your mic for me and talk again.
Is this better?
Yeah. When you're
Yeah.
too far back, it creates an echoey underwater sound to you. And that's
Because
because
you want to have underwater sex. No homo.
I mean, are you paying $1 million? Because I think Bob will be interested.
I ain't paid jack shit.
Maybe he'll pay you.
I'll consider that. No homo.
Where am I on my video uploads?
I'll be right back.
Okay, we're gonna miss you. So now we got to keep everybody entertained. Maybe Bob is saying some stupid shit to keep us amused.
So a lot of people were pissed off about my challenge video.
What'd you do?
The banana split my cheeks.
What'd you do?
And basically, I threw my whole banana split in a blender with some rum and some Irish cream liquor and drank it.
That sounds fucking great. How was it?
It was amazing.
Why are they
But
pissed?
the whole thing was because the whole thing of the revenge challenge was you're supposed to eat a banana split without your hands. I ate a banana split without my hands. I drank it.
Use a big, really wide straw like a fucking PVC tube.
A McDonald's straw.
Yeah, it's a good old. There's two are bite-sized.
They made it too easy. I mean, they left it what it is. Go, this is what you got to do, and that's it. I'm like, made the banana split, threw it in the blender. There's some rum. There's some
I got
liqueur,
this.
some whipped cream.
Yeah, that house actually sounds really good.
Oh, here's the better part. Guess what kind of ice cream it was?
Well, I know it
I'll
was.
just tell you because you'll never guess it. But it was basically Breyer's coconut fudge ice cream.
Oh.
So you imagine that mixed with rum, some Bailey Irish liqueur, and some whipped cream, and that was an amazing milkshake.
This sounds like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Touch me here. What?
Oh,
I really
Someone asked me how do
wish
I
you'd
usually
quit demanding I live my life your way.
who said that?
All the no homo stuff. Maybe I want to be all homo.
Well, be homo. I'm speaking for myself, not for you.
I homoed on your dad.
Homo away, son. You could do it with a running start on a John Deere tractor and a fucking 10-foot cattle prod.
I see we had a similar relationship with our fathers. So a John Deere tractor? Are you a tractor guy too?
No, but I grew up in the ranch.
Okay. How far behind is Twitch? Andrea and Ed still on the camera on Twitch.
We didn't have like those block parties or anything. We had pasture parties. All you do is buy a couple of kegs and head out to the ranch and not go home or not go out till the next morning.
Yeah, like Twitch is like way the fuck behind. I don't know. I'm gonna refresh it and see what's
Twitch
going
is
on.
twitching.
Behind. Yeah, I just refreshed the page. Now let me see where we are on the song. Oh, we got 26 seconds. Mm-hmm. 15 seconds. Exciting for the folks on Twitch watching. Trav is doing the fucking countdown.
Travis has nothing better to do with his life.
Every Monday night.
Oh.
Okay, and welcome to the third hour. Yeah, I can't tell. Wow, now it's like ahead of us. No, it's back on track now. Is Ed's beer doing what?
I'm not gonna say that.
Not for you. Not for you, Bob. You're not my type. You're black.
Ed is all Blazing Saddles. Where's the white women?
Where the white women at?
David's all
Excuse me
Blazing.
while I whip this out.
David's all Blazing Saddles, but he's the scene around the fire with the beans.
A couple of years ago,
Yes,
speaking of white women,
go on.
I told my wife I wanted white women for Christmas. She bought me Sleeping Beauty and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on disc.
Was that the porn version?
Nope.
So a lot of unconscious white women.
Yeah.
Do they have trigger warnings on those?
No, but do you know you can't get Zippity Song of the South in the United States any longer?
What?
I own it.
That's correct. Right.
Yeah. You can't get the Disney movie Song of the South because it portrayed black people in a bad light. Now, get this. I wanted it
Someone
for my
asked me.
DVD collection. A friend of mine from Trinidad went home and bought back
Someone asked me
Song
how
of the
I
South. Now,
use
you
this
can't get any
information.
blacker than
This
Trinidad.
is some of the information that I gave them. You can
That's a whole new level.
Well, they're not in the U.S. though. I mean, they're like U.S. Junior, but they're no Puerto Rico.
Mm,
What? Was that offensive? Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
I'm offended.
So, did anybody else have anything else that they wanted to say about whatever we have there, or are we just talking about bullshit now?
What do we have there?
We're in the third hour.
The topic. We're in the third hour, so we don't have to stick to the topic anymore. Not that we ever really have to. Okay, good enough. So,
Yeah,
do we
no.
want to ask him prison things?
That's cool.
Squirrel?
I don't want to ask.
I don't want to know. What?
I don't know. Bob wants to be like me.
Awesome.
Black.
Yours was racist.
Whatever.
So, how's he want to be like you? In what way?
You know, Twitch is like 10 minutes behind tonight or something. I just got up and left.
I
Going on with
refreshed
this
it,
because
and
I
it's
can't
okay
get
now.
into it.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's
if you
crazy.
refresh the page, it catches up. But yeah, we noticed that. It was very confusing us too. That was some good English.
Good in English.
So how did you get in the job of being a prison guard?
It's like it's freezing.
About 20 years ago, I had two jobs. I was working as a bouncer at a pretty popular nightclub, and also working in the day as an auditor for a convenience store chain. And basically, what happened was is when I was working one night, we had a big old fight happen, and it was between some guys. And a friend of mine jumped in, and we helped these guys basically separate. We found out what was going on. Lo and behold, a couple of the guys that we had, helped out that were basically they were jumped. It turned out that what happened was is that there were two correctional officers that were jumped by guys that used to be inmates that lived in the hotel and recognized them. We intervened, and one of them just so happened like he knew me as a regular, and he knew me there, and he didn't know exactly what I did for a living, and he would always ask what I do because I guess he want to say was the word like just like looked me out and said, hey, this is a guy that should be doing this, and he told me that he's like, hey man, you need to be doing what I do for a living. And I never really thought about being a correctional officer, so I sat there and every time he would come up and see if they gave me any. And I ended up moving to Knoxville to go to UT Knoxville for computer science. Had a family issue happen. Moved back to my hometown, and I really needed to look for a job. And I remember seeing that guy, so I applied for the state, and I've been there ever since. I worked 13 years with the state and 6 years right now where I'm at right now. Needless to say, it's been an adventure.
I'm sure.
So
But it's
is it your prison guard career that's brought you out homosexually?
Made me comfortable with my sexuality.
You could just answer yes or no. It's fine.
You know me better than that. I just don't directly answer things like that.
True.
It's always best you just don't directly answer anything I ask.
that's what I found. um, this is a radio show. People have to talk.
Ask away.
Your turn.
I don't care.
I asked a question.
So, big Star Wars geek?
Definitely grew up on Star Wars. I guess you and I had the same, similar childhood. I never had my dad around, so the TV was basically my parent because my mom was always working. So one day I just happened to catch Star Wars, and ever since then I've been a sucker for anything Star Wars.
Which one's your favorite one?
Man, I mean, you got to go with Old Faithful. There's a reason it's the #1 movie of all time, and that's going to have to be The Empire Strikes Back.
I don't know. Force One. That was fucking awesome. Or Rogue One, sorry.
I'll agree with you with that. I'll agree with you that. But you know what? The Empire Strikes Back did everything that not other movies done. I mean,
Right.
the bad guy actually won. I mean, it ended on a sad note. I mean, it was just totally unexpected of what everybody thought, it was supposed to be. So, I mean, and if I remember correctly, last time I watched it, it was #1 in the AFI top 100 movies of all time.
Even Bob is saying Twitch is dropping out a lot, which I'm noticing.
Yeah, it's not even letting me connect on my phone. So
Here,
yeah, fuck it.
I don't know if Twitch
Should I just say that?
their servers might be having a problem, but let me go double check my connection here real quick. Okay, talk
I think
amongst
the
yourselves.
servers.
So he can see whether or not he's connected. He doesn't really know, so.
Well, yeah, we're talking perfectly fine and can see each other. So I wonder, geez.
I'm seeing if the cords are plugged in.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
You know what? The one thing
because we're halfway across the room, so sometimes I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what's funny is nowadays of how much PC has bled into the prison setting, because I shit you not, and you're gonna get a kick out of this, but according to prison standards, gender preference has everything to do with the person's basic inner feelings, or what's the word I'm looking for? It basically, like, if you want to be classified as a female, then all you have to do is be a man and walk in and say, hey, are you male or female? Well, I've always connected to the feminine side on the inside, so I classify myself as a female. So guess what? They're going to be placed in the female housing.
I gotta remember that if I ever get busted.
That's something I wanted to ask you about.
Okay, ask away.
So if someone goes from male to female, but they haven't had all the surgeries, are they still put in with all the guys? Is that a big problem anymore?
Yes. No. See, because there's today alone is a good example. We had an ICE detainee arrive, actually yesterday, who connects himself to female, but he has none of the surgeries or none of the body parts or something.
But you have a place for that?
Well, he was still fine being in general population with the men. So yeah, but it's crazy, and it sucks because you're basically telling me how I should think things in accordance with my job, because my job really goes by the way I'm very passionate about my job, so I'm going to do things that I think the best way I can handle them. And you're telling me I have to treat this man like a woman just because he says he's a woman? No.
I thought your job was to keep everybody alive.
Well, not only that, I mean, it's just more than keeping people alive. It's keeping them healthy, making sure they have access to all their, there's still a certain amount of things that they have rights to that can't be denied, so I have to make sure all that happens. It's basically being a parent to a 40-year-old child.
That sucks.
Wow.
And the sucks is the difference between a 4-year-old, 40-year-old child and a 4-year-old child is the 40-year-old knows better. He knows how to manipulate. He can see everything for what it is and translate it into. And that's just the toughest part, is because these guys know better. Because it's like I'll have an officer come in and do his job by the book. I have some officers that are amazing officers. These guys, like, I mean, I wish I would have multiple likes of these guys. And it sucks because they're going on the way to do their job. And just because the inmate favors an officer who doesn't do their job, he's going to file a grievance on this officer that does the job to make him look bad. For example, case in point, a big deal is like we have our lights out back up, and it's time to go to bed, kind of turn everything off. And there's just some of these officers that don't do that job, so they leave the TV on light until inmates get used to it. So there comes a point where there's an officer who comes and does the job that they're supposed to, turns the TVs off, and now he's got 100 inmates breathing down his neck and making a big ruckus because he didn't move.
It's like Bob has his own private channel over here with his own little fantasy world.
So I mean, it's just things like that. It really does force you to have to like really think outside the box and just go with the flow instead of like really think what you think is right and wrong. Because now it's funny because we're real big on ethics, and it's one of the biggest classes that they teach us is ethics and cultural diversity. So you're telling us we got to think about what's right and wrong, but you're going to tell us what's right and wrong when you know very well from a standpoint in the back of it, you're like, what's wrong? So it's just, I mean, if you can understand what I'm trying to say, but that's basically what it comes down to, is because of rights and saying like, hey, well, they're human and all that, but it's ridiculous. I'm not trying to aggravate anybody, because trust me, I understand some people have people that are locked up.
See, I had a great idea that I presented to David the other day, and he's like, "Wow, human rights."
Oh,
Like,
here we go. I know what you're talking about.
This is a fucking great idea. Okay.
I think it's a great idea.
He mentioned that there was a big fight, guards and inmates, etc. Do you call them inmates, residents, best friends?
In our
What do you think?
facility, they're referred to as detainees, and if they're ICE, they're referred to as residents.
Really? So we just don't use inmates or fucking criminals anymore?
Where I came from, they were offenders. When I worked for the state, they were offenders. Over here, they're detainees, and we still use detainees for the ICE inmates, which are the residents, which are the illegals who came across. But the ICE agents get all pissed off.
Sorry, hate to interrupt. Robin's leaving. Good night, baby.
That's all he needed. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Can you tell me that when I go to bed, Ed? That just sounded so sweet.
Sure, sweetie.
Ed, I'm going to have to friend you on Facebook just for that.
Okay.
So back to what we're discussing about your.
So I had this idea, because he mentioned this big fight and everything, and he's like, and they're not allowed to fight. I'm like, well, except in the gladiator ring on the live televised version. And he's like, oh, that'd be against human rights. I'm like, actually, this is a great fucking idea, because it would be volunteer basis. It would give them an out, and it would allow us to get something back out of our prison system. We're allowed to have MMA, and they sign up for it, they train. It could be the same thing, but only prisoners, and we could put them in a gladiator ring. I don't care if we get them foam weapons. Just, okay, maybe it'd be better to give them clubs.
Or maybe a Fifi. Or maybe a scapula and a domino.
It's somewhere between the most boring and most exciting fight ever right there.
Probably be the greatest fight of all time.
And it looks like Thuggo has a Fifi.
I totally agree with you. I mean, it is something that would be awesome. I would gladly agree with it, but it's gonna go back to that. It's gonna start from somebody saying, "Well, you're just taking advantage of their situation." The fact that they're
course.
It goes back to that. It goes back to that.
The Constitution says that when you're incarcerated by the government, you have no rights.
Tell that to the ACA,
That's constitutional rights. You still have human rights.
Amnesty International.
I'm sorry. I just saw Victoria's trigger picture. God, that's fucking adorable. And horrible. I mean, that's horrible. It's like the fourth post down. Just scroll down. Right after the post for me from Sonar about Squirrel.
Cool.
Andrea, you'll see it. You'll love it. You'll make noises.
Mm.
Oh, let's go into a song. What do we got here? Here's Jolly Rogers, I Hate My Life. We'll be right back. It should give us about 3.5 minutes, guys. Oh.
That's a cat.
I need more than that.
Oh, more than 3.5 minutes. I thought you had more than a picture of a cat.
More than 3.5 minutes.
Thought Ed was
Harryhausen cat is cute.
Oh yeah, I could have told the story about my hand, and by the time I went home last week after the show, Ed, 101 fever.
Ooh.
He was very sick.
And like for 2 or 3 days, like opening a pill bottle or a 2-liter of soda was excruciating. Took like 15 seconds to fish the keys out of my pocket because the pain.
He wouldn't let me do it. That's why.
Yeah, I did actually. That first night, I'm like, "Can you get the keys out?"
And I grabbed stuff other than keys, and he's like, "Please stop."
I think is keys a code word? I mean, because it shouldn't be that difficult to pull a pair of keys out.
He got bit by a pussy.
Yeah.
Cat scratch fever, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So what? Inmates is a racist name. What?
Really?
Oh, he's just babbling shit now. He'll get funny again in a couple weeks.
You know what? Hey, man, I'm probably gonna really piss people off for saying this,
Okay.
but I think here recently the joy of my life is arguing with these Cuban illegals that say they have all these rights. That brings joy to my life every day.
This is why I offered to call you by your nickname.
You're triggering.
Yeah, you know what you're triggering? I'd really like a Cuban sandwich right now. That'd be fucking great.
Oh, that would be good. Why is that? Why would you? I mean, what's wrong with that? Because these guys come into the U.S. I mean, I understand it. You know, it was what it was before, but times are different now, and they're not just going to come into the U.S. just because they put their feet on someone and expect to become citizens. I think there's a lot more to them, and that's why I'm like, you know, they're over here, they're trying to basically, like, they don't want to rack up for count, you know, and they're making a big old deal just because they say they volunteered to be there and that they have all these rights. Well, no, you're not, because you're incarcerated.
Okay, hold on 1 second, David.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
You had to do that.
No. When you talk for a length of time, you're getting garbled. So I want to let one of our voices come through your speakers, and it kind of resets your time.
Okay. So yeah, it's not that I don't want to be an asshole, but I mean, it's just things don't happen just like
But
they
it
want.
comes naturally for you.
It's what I've been doing for 19 years.
Is that all you are? I thought you were older.
Some of us are better at it than others. It's
exactly.
Okay.
It's okay. It didn't come that natural to me. But I mean, that's just what it comes down to. Is like, I mean, they expect all these things just to happen. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
It just doesn't.
And we're coming back. Not that you have to stop talking about that. Just no, everybody's listening instead of just part of them.
Okay. But yeah, that's the whole thing about it is like, I'm sorry, just times are different now, and you're not going to get what you want. You know, everybody has their rights, and I'm going to guarantee that everything in that handbook says you can have, you're going to have. But as far as making demands, you know, about giving, you know, what you want, what you deserve, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Hey, Ginger Pile's working on his first sporin. I want a sporin. How come they're not fucking listening to us every night when I'm doing this shit?
I don't know.
We'd have a good time, right?
Yeah, imagine if you had all of us together in one room. That'd be some shit going down.
Well, if we couldn't all be on the show together, I'd be like, just, you know what, shut the fuck up, because we got to move sometime. Otherwise, it's just a big mass of noise. At one point in time in the show, we would have like up to 7 people on, and it got to a point where almost the whole time we had to raise a hand to be able to speak. It's before we had video, so we didn't look like we're in 2nd grade. But yeah, this is why you'll see one of us once in a while will raise our hand, because we don't want to just cut you off.
Yeah. No, I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah, and that's one of those things, if you had been here like the hour ahead of time for the tech stuff, I would have gone over all that, but
But no, you weren't.
No.
You're like, I'm busy masturbating. I'll be there in 14 seconds.
Actually, 5. I drank half a beer for the other 10 or 9.
I'm gonna get some stamina. Half a beer.
5 seconds of fury, buddy.
Mhm.
It'll be the most insane 5 seconds of your whole life, and you haven't gotten yours by then. I got mine.
That's what my uncle
But
used
yeah.
to tell me too. Some things aren't funny. Trigger warning.
No. You know what's fun? You know what's the pride of my life? And I have a new receptionist. And explained this to me.
You have your own receptionist?
We have 2 receptionists for us.
Oh, but she's not your receptionist.
No,
Not
she's
yet.
not
Okay.
my receptionist. I have an assistant. I have a sergeant that works for me. She's assigned to me, and she basically takes care of the floor where I take care of the more important things.
Okay, I thought you were
But
like
the whole thing
Gordon for a
is, like-
second.
No, I'm not there yet.
So,
But
may
Go
I
ahead, Ed.
ask, and you don't have to answer, I mean, don't want to tell too much about yourself. I understand that. You work for Uncle Sam, or you work for...
I work for a private. I have worked for a private prison that's contracted to the U.S. Marshals and ICE.
Okay. All right. So you're not out on Salisbury Island then?
No,
Okay. All right.
not at all.
Okay, go on with what you're saying about you did what with your sergeant? Half a beer, 5 seconds. You were
But basically, like I told the receptionist is that I know for a fact these families come in and they demand things and they say things and they're just like they think that their kids are their son or their daughters are the sweetest people on earth and they could never be normal. But yet they don't ever look at the crime that they did and why they're incarcerated. So, case in point, I had one family come in that was complaining that how come their son wasn't getting medical attention. So I did my job and I did an investigation. It turns out the reason he wasn't getting medical attention is that every time they took him to the medical housing and they put him in the waiting room tank, he was masturbating on the nurses. But she didn't want to hear that part. She didn't know about that part. And the thing is I can't disclose that to her. And I said, well, there's certain things that he does that he gets taken out of there. He doesn't get to see medical because he can't act right. Well, what could he possibly do? And I'm like, well, if you really want to know, I want to tell you, but I can't. But he sits in a room and jacks off on all the nurses.
I didn't know we were allowed to do that. Man, I would have gone to the hospital more.
That was some weird triggering going on there, man.
But I mean, it's the family. I love dealing with families. I mean, the minute they come like, hey, we got this family that they want to argue about this or that, I'm like, I'm on my way. I have more fun than dealing with the families than I do with the inmates.
We are going to have to work on your mic before you get back on the next show.
So, Bob says, first of all, a shout out to David because he says corrections officer lives matter. Okay. And then he wants to know, how would Travis do in prison?
Travis doesn't want to know.
I don't know. He's such a pretty little boy.
Honestly, he is pretty and he is proper, so that's already two qualifications to put him on in protective custody.
I figure one of two things. Either I'm going to be the fucking most miserable person ever, or I'm going to run the place. There will be no in between.
You know what's funny? You say this, and I just heard a conversation. I was listening to a podcast. And basically these guys were saying, like, what could we do to walk in there and either, like, own the floor or, get our ass beat? And one of the guys says, he goes, the thing I would do is I would look for the biggest guy on the block, and I would go and I would take whatever food he's eating, I would take his commissary, and I would put it inside, my storage, my little storage bin or whatever. And he says, and that's it. It's either I'm going to get my ass beat or I'm going to run the tank. And I'm like, it's not that easy. And he would easily get his ass beat.
Yeah, more than once.
Yeah. Oh, more than he'd probably become the bitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's crazy. And see, here's the most interesting part we have going on right now. In the prison that I work at, the biggest thing that plays a role in everything is the gangs. It's either you're in or you're out. Simple as that. Yeah. So, being that we mainly house Hispanic or Mexican in Latin America and illegals and stuff. There's different gangs. You're either part of what's called the FISA gang, which is basically like y'all are all from out of country and you're here illegally, so you're gonna stick up for each other. You're not there to do anything illegal, but you're there to back each other up. And then you have all the other gangs that are there. They have their ulterior motives. And so there's a big old fight going on between them, and it makes
You know what it's like when he talks? It's like I'm really drunk and I'm trying to listen to somebody. You know how when you're really drunk, suddenly you realize the purple is just the person is like rah, 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 and you're like, let me focus again, and suddenly it's all clear again. And you're like, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, it's like your microphone is like everybody is drunk without their acknowledgement.
Maybe it's all the beer I spilled on my laptop.
Could be. Okay, go on with exactly what you're saying now.
So, but that's the whole thing is like, I mean, you're either gonna ride with somebody or you're not. That's what it really comes down to. There's a perfectly good example, and I'm not trying to be the person that pushes for a movie right now, but right now there's a movie out called Shot Caller. If you can ever take the time to watch it, it's about a guy who's a stockbroker and basically gets incarcerated because he was in an accident, killed a friend of theirs, and he was drunk. So then he gets thrown in with the heavy hitters, which is like the prison gangs, and at that point on, it's sink or swim. And that movie's pretty amazing.
Okay, and that's out now.
Yep.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's not on Netflix.
Is it in the theater?
It was in theater.
Is it on my penis?
No, let's see.
That would be a short movie, wouldn't it? Oh.
Hold on, I'm picturing it.
What's it called? I'll use the Google for it. Shot caller?
Shock.
Yeah, Shot Caller. Two words.
Shock or
Shot.
shot?
Shot. SHOT.
All right.
Okay then. Who?
Damn, Travis, somebody's already saying you're gonna be their bitch if y'all get locked up.
Really?
Oh, I'll take a guess.
What's it, Bob? Oh, it came out in June.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ed and I would make it in general population. You know, the only reason I make that face, Ed, is I know some stuff that you're going through right now with your body. Yeah, and that makes
Tripping
a big
over
difference.
his penis every day, you know.
Like you do.
Not like I do.
Hey, we got presents for you when we show up on Wednesday, Ed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we could tell everybody what we're doing
Yeah. When'd you get the package in?
this morning.
I almost thought about all that last week. I'm glad I didn't now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll bring it over and we'll enjoy that, and I'll bring some cigars. You want something?
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody listening knows, and give me a second, let me make sure I'm on track with what I'm doing, because I'm doing more than one thing at once. Okay, Travis would be Ed and my bitch. Does it not let you swear in the chat? Can you not type the word bitch, or I don't know.
I don't know if he's being nice or if the chat it just won't let him.
It might not
swear.
He's
let
trying.
I
He's
don't
trying not to trigger.
What's a big chush? I don't get it. Okay, so with Talk of the Tavern, with the YouTube channel, which is actually what I'm doing right now, I'm uploading videos and whatnot, so they're scheduled and they come out each week. I've looked into people sponsoring or me reviewing products, but at this point in time, I'm not paying for a product because I am large enough that people actually would pay me, but I'm not comfortable taking money yet. So I'm contacting smaller distilleries, cigar manufacturers, etc., going, let me do this for you. And some of them are like, cool, we're sending you stuff. Others are like, yeah, here's where you could buy it. And either answer is acceptable. And some people just, don't answer at all. So Wednesday, I have some cigars, which I did buy because nobody has sent me any yet. Though a few people have
I
said
have
they're
some
going
too.
to. What's that?
I have some too.
Right. And then Bowman Distillery, Smith Bowman Distillery sent me a bottle, and we're going to head over to Ed's and sit outside in the nice weather. Each of us are going to smoke a cigar and have a glass of this bourbon, and we're going to do a review that will take the length of smoking that cigar and drinking that drink. And we're going to talk a little bit about the distillery and the cigars and review them as we go, but also, go into the history of these places. So essentially, it's like an hour-long infomercial for these items.
I can give you some amazing recipes with some of that stuff.
Well, this one I want to drink straight up to start. Look at their website and see what they recommend. After that, absolutely good with recipes.
Add a couple of drops of water when you drink it.
Yeah.
Well, I figure we'll do it each step,
Yeah.
so we can say each.
Open it up.
Usually we do, but depending what it is, Ed and I, and now Andrea also, over the past couple of years, are quite experienced with different scotches, whiskeys, etc. So absolutely, we know what you're saying, but we'll give it a taste with no water. Then we'll put water in it, open it up, and then Andrea will probably add an ice cube or two because she likes hers that way.
I'll do the same. I'll do all three,
Yeah.
probably.
And the bottom line
You do
is...
tequila?
Do what?
You do tequila?
I haven't done tequila in ages, man.
Andrea does.
But not that sweet tequila. I don't like that.
What's sweet tequila?
I don't know. We went to a party, and they brought some tequila back from Mexico, and they had like this one that was sweet and one that wasn't. I like the one that wasn't.
Are you reposado, anejo?
Yep, girl, Taco Bell. I don't know.
Anejo is more. Anejo is like it's just different styles of tequila. That's basically what it comes down to. I prefer reposado. It's more aged. It's got more flavor, a little bit more caramelization to it. So
that sounds like what she'd enjoy then. As we have gone on with all things, for example, Andrew, when she first started smoking cigars, enjoyed mild to medium, and also preferred a coffee-infused or flavored. But as she smoked more often, she has come to enjoy the flavors less and less, and like a medium, even going towards full body, no longer enjoying mild at all. So
I would highly suggest you try La Flor de Valle. It's one of my favorite cigars. It's often referred to as a dessert cigar. It's made by Warp, one of my favorite rollers, and it's actually got a lot of hints of graham cracker and brown sugar in it. And it's not infused. It's not infused. It is the natural flavor or the natural, flavors you get from the cigar.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah, definitely interested. It's but as you know, and not that everybody else needs to know, but financially, I've had a rough patch, but I'm coming out of it, and I'm finally able to. Yeah. God. Just it was one of those things. You budget with what you have to budget. You stop going out to movies, stop going out to eat, you stop ordering cigars, stop having alcohol in the house because.
But we have alcohol. We've got some cigars, and we may be going to the drive-in next weekend.
So it's
coming back.
Yeah.
There you go. It's all about being patient.
It is, and it's. I have never had a vice that I can't put down and walk away from when I need to.
Well, I mean, obviously, seeing you in the group, dude, I've seen that you pretty much handled yourself well, and you have your priorities together, so that says a lot.
I just can't be sick, but
I have. I've had vices I can't walk away from. I mean, I had to stop paying for it for a while and just find women that wanted to sleep with me without getting money, which was kind of tough. But yeah, I've been there.
Because then they wanted to move in.
They're just friendly people. I mean, I can honestly say maybe once or twice a month I'll go and I'll support dance classes for nice women.
See, I've never enjoyed strip clubs. And hold on a second, we got to go into our last song here. Here's Professor Elemental with Player Hater. We'll be right back. Yeah, with strip clubs, and I have nothing against
I thought
them.
he said dance classes. You mean strip clubs?
I
used to work at one. if that counts.
But yeah, I've never enjoyed going in because it's like going to a car dealership and you can't even test drive them, let alone own one.
Well, see,
Sometimes you can test drive them for a
the
price.
thing for me though is like for a good 7-year stretch, my brother was a bartender at a strip club, so we pretty much know everybody, and everybody knows my brother. So it's
See,
kind of
that'd be
hey, we still
different.
have we have them because we know everybody. So yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
that's a
time.
big
That's a
difference.
social interaction at that point.
And just some of the people you're social with are naked. It's okay.
Yeah. Usually when I
It's
go
weird
to
because
strip,
you don't
That
even think
happens at
about
my
it.
house all the time.
it
So.
does. True story.
How much time we got, Travis?
Before the song is done, we have 2.5 minutes. You need to take a break?
Yeah, I'll be right
Take a
back.
break, man. Oh, I got some interactions on Talk of the Tavern on Twitter. Let's see what we got here. Boink.
Oh, I put a picture on the event page of the package that came in.
Which package? The bottle or the
The bottle, and then the cat got in it.
the
She's
cat
like,
didn't
nope.
get in the bottle, to be clear.
She got in the box.
Somebody reinvented the umbrella. What picture was that?
No, it's a little video. I did that. I tagged you in a tweet. Watch the video. It's really neat.
Okay, I'll have to do it after the show.
It's just a GIF.
But
What time?
It's like 3
Uh,
seconds.
Guys?
what?
What
It's
time?
only 3 seconds.
Wednesday.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
I figure we are gonna leave sometime between 7 or 8. I'll call or send a message when I do. If we happen to get up earlier, that's cool. I'm good with getting there, shortly after Teresa.
You want breakfast?
Actually, that'd be great.
Scottish
Do
eggs?
what?
Wonderful. Scottish eggs for breakfast, Andrea?
What is it?
Scottish eggs.
Are they from Scotland?
Ed, you want to describe them? She'll love them.
I don't know what that is.
I got a little Scottish in me, so
What are you doing to them eggs?
it's a boiled egg covered in sausage
And fried.
and fried. Well, I bake mine, but
Oh,
yeah.
and baked then.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll like it, Andrea, because he's going to use good sausage, and of course you like it.
Of course, I'm going to use good sausage.
Well, cheap sausage I can't eat because it gives me horrible heartburn because of all the extra fat and nasty in it.
Are you okay with spicy sausage?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
It's just not cheap sausage with,
Okay.
yeah.
I got some homemade sausage mixed from a wild hog and venison.
And your penis. Oh, that's the wild
Just
hog.
for you, Travis. No homo.
Is that Spanish? What are you saying? Yo como? Do you speak Spanish? Okay.
See. Trigger warning.
5 seconds, we're coming back.
But you know what's crazy? It doesn't. It makes no difference to some of these women that can't speak a word of English.
What makes no difference? Your penis?
No, the fact that I can't speak that much Spanish.
Okay. Well, I don't think they're in it for a conversation in that case. I could be wrong. Maybe they just like your sexy American accent.
Maybe.
Twitch is twitching again. Yeah, I can't help you with that, Bob. I don't know what to tell you. What are chat blocks? What's he talking about?
I don't know.
What do you say?
I don't. It was a prison
Chat block?
thing with I'd be the cell wife, etc.
Why is he thinking about that so much, dude?
I really appreciate that he finds me that sexy.
Well.
Hey, Bob, did I show you my robot penis?
What is that?
It's like a steel rod that Friar Tuck.
You're gonna put it in your penis?
Yeah, I've used that line before too.
I'm not talking to you people anymore. Not a black thing.
It's Bob.
Are we back on?
Yeah,
It's
we've
Bob.
been back on. Who you texting? What are you on?
Scottish
Slack?
eggs are not gay.
What's that?
What are you on? Slack?
No, my coworker that's covering tomorrow actually messaged me to see was there anything I need to come that we need to cover, and because we don't see each other, but we're responsible for the
Gotcha.
shifts. So I just got to give him a heads up on what we need to cover and stuff. That's important. I mean, it's funny we never see each other, but we have to really talk to each other every day. I'm an asshole at work. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm only an asshole because we're in the line of work where our lives depend on it. Sometimes these stupid youngsters can't understand that, man.
Right.
They don't understand between black and white.
It's hold on, I'm talking to the guys.
And by black and white, I mean by like what's right and what's wrong.
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay.
glad you
Whatever.
clarified that, man.
Don't take it personal, Ed.
You triggered, man.
Well, I saw that look on your face. I just saw that. I saw a pre-boil going on. So.
Oh no, I was looking at something else.
So there.
I had to catch up with the conversation, dude.
You know what's funny, and I'm gonna bring this up. Not that it's relevant or I just find it so hilarious. So, I dated this girl who was
That is
actually
hilarious.
from. No, yeah, I know it is. But the thing was that she had her visa and she came to the U.S. She lived there and we dated for a short time. And the whole rants on Facebook started going off when Trump was running, and then the fact that Trump became president. There's a lot of things I agree with and I disagree with. But she knows me better than that. But the fact that there's a lot of things that was being said that I agree with that were just totally against what she didn't agree with really set her off. It's amazing how stupid and naive some people can be when they just don't really think about things. And it's sad too because her and I were, we were still really good friends. So, and a lot of it had to do with the immigration laws. And the only thing I said was we just need to clean up on it a little bit. There's a lot of things the wrong people are coming to the U.S. The wrong people are coming to the U.S. and the right ones aren't being let through. And she just couldn't understand that. That's all I was trying to say. And I just found it so funny that she got pissed off about it. And here's the awkward part of the whole situation. Is I told her, I was like, well, she's like, well, I love my country. And I'm like, really? I said, then that's what we should do. We should let those people come over here. We'll train them. We'll educate them. So, hey, this is the things that you can do in your country to make your country a better place.
There you go.
Isn't that what happened to Sandinistas?
Yes, no, but let me finish. Once I said that, guess what her answer was? Oh, no, I'll never go back to my country.
Well, of course.
Yeah, see, I grew up in Florida, and I don't love it, and I don't want to go back. So, yeah, I get what you're saying here. Yeah, if you love it, why would you not want to go back?
And the craziest part was she goes, well, let me offend your friends, and let me post something on Facebook in Spanish. And I'm like, do you really think my friends are going to find that offensive?
You can always push C translation.
But that's the thing is she thinks that just by saying anything in Spanish that my friends would find it offensive.
Wow.
Yeah, and it just that right there, I just lost. You know what? We don't need to be friends anymore. And I'm sad. It's oh man, I can't believe people are that
just looking to piss people off, huh?
Oh, okay. You seem to be right leaning. Am I correct?
I don't know what I call it. I don't define.
Yes or no, dude? This is a 2-part question.
No, Ed. I see what you're getting to, but you know what I'm getting to, Ed. Is here's the deal about it. I don't think that way. I don't. It's not that I don't want to get labeled. It's just it doesn't matter what you label me as. This is how I think about things, and I've never ever considered myself because honestly, I could care less about it.
Your ideas are right leaning. Am I correct?
Yeah, I guess you would say that. Yes.
Okay. So, have you lost friends because of that?
Yes,
Okay.
I have. Unfortunately, I've gotten into really bad arguments with family because of that. And here's the root. Here's the whole root about what I and this is where when Travis brought up PC, it just really pisses me off because at a young age, while my mother was going through cancer, she was working for this guy. In the middle of all that, in the middle of this, basically because what happened was that she worked for a certain judge. He was someone in charge of appointing people at these certain positions within the county.
Right.
So being that she worked for him, she's going to support him and do whatever she can for him. Well, the new guy won. This other guy ended up coming in and winning, and basically made my mom work for 2 months and then didn't pay for her. Didn't pay her because he was just pissed off because my mom voted for her. Like we found this out, and even worse. But here's the sad part: is this is during the time that we found out my mother had cancer. So because of everything that happened thereafter and following up, he ended up spending a lot of money that belonged to the county, ran the county into the ground, and did all the things that he did. It's just it pissed
Sounds
me
like
off.
my home.
Exactly right. I mean, and that's I know it's not just coming to my face, but it's just for me. It's not even about what you think is right. It's about what's right in general. I mean, there is something we all have to agree on. Is that, and I just think some people are just so caught up in their own agenda and own bullshit to realize it is right.
Yeah.
By the way,
See,
in the Fat Boy Facebook chat, I have posted the link to Twitch, so hopefully they'll come on and listen. Can you imagine? See,
you're, you're
Andrew?
asking for all kinds of trouble. You're asking for all kinds of.
See, we might not be able to get them all on the show or in the room when we're broadcasting the show, but they can get. And the thing is, they are our target audience.
Right there, Andrea. There you go.
I see.
I'm waiting on my Ruffian patch, and I'm gonna get Andrea to go sign up for Ruffians too.
I need to sign up. I just never pull the finger out. But I'm really passionate about things like
What?
that. I mean, honestly,
You never pull your finger out?
I didn't pull the finger and do that. But in all honesty, Ed, I mean, I just honestly believe I know what's right. I'm not trying to say I'm a know-it-all, but I mean, in general, people should know what's right. And I just think that this sucks that some people just start to put their own agenda into it, and that's my trigger when people are just too naive and blind to just accept things for there and see what's right. And that's what being in Laredo. I'm talking from my bedroom window. I can see all of Mexico. Trying to explain these people about why things need to be the way they are, and them just saying, no, this is how it should be because this is how it's been. I'm sorry. Right. Sorry. Every day at work, I'm fighting and arguing with people. So, and I'm not doing it to piss me off. It's just things need to be done a certain way.
I don't know. It got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I keep my comments to myself out of respect because I was taught to be like that.
Unless there's an ass available, then you're just like tongues out.
Ew.
Tossed a few salads lately. Been to prison before?
I haven't been to prison lately, but apparently Bob is hoping I make it there.
Is that where he's at right now?
All the prisoners are allowed to get on Twitch. It's no problem.
So, and that goes, you don't go through 19 years of working in a prison just because that's what you do. I mean, you gotta have a certain mindset for it. And a lot of these inmates respect me. I've been told before many times, that despite the fact that I'm not the most favorite person when it comes to working in the things, I'm prepared.
Mm-hmm.
My officers will tell you, hey, which supervisor do you hate the most? Lieutenant Garza. Which supervisor do you like the most? Lieutenant Garza. I'm like, well, why is that? And he goes, because despite the fact that he's an asshole, he respects and treats everybody the same.
This is what I've told people about it. I might have even told you this right after I got in the Fat Boys. I'm like, I can deal with an asshole because you know where you stand with an asshole.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Whereas the nice people that are sweet to your face and stab you in the back, I don't have a use for them.
Yeah.
Most people think people are an asshole because they're firm and come up front and go, do this. We're done talking.
Exactly.
And they're
It's just like it's kind of like the KKK. I don't know why people complain about people marching down the street in the KKK.
I'm curious where this is
I
going.
I want to see that shit. Okay. Oh, him and him. Oh yeah, and you too, motherfucker. Now I know. Okay, let them march. Okay, let them march. So I know who the motherfuckers are.
You know who you're dealing with.
Right.
It's better than a closet racist.
Exactly. The closet racist, you never know.
Those are the ones you got to worry about.
That's the people you're like, I fucking worked with them how long? And they're going to do this shit. The fuck? Where are we at? 53? Okay.
I just think that people are too worried about hurting people's feelings so much that it doesn't allow us to be who we are. That's basically what it is. My family, God bless them. I love my whole family, what family I have left, but I think that they just want to believe in so many things are going so hokey dokey and that everything's all right and that they respect that they don't want to see things for what they are. And that's the hardest part when it comes to my family because I shit you not. When I walk into my family, like I can hear under my cousin's mouth, like, oh shit, here comes the asshole. And you know what? I tell them, you know what? I thank you for that because at least you know what you're going to deal with.
Yeah, well, you saw how it was on the show tonight. I mean, we're gonna say shit, but we're not out to do anything other than talk. Doesn't mean we can't have a strong opinion or even a what, Andrea?
No.
I'm like, no, we're not out to.
Or even a differing opinion. The bottom line is, Ed's gonna talk his shit, you can talk your shit, and then you can both go, okay, we talked our shit, we're done.
Well,
We're good.
and
Then.
that's the thing is that basically like
I
we
feel
can
you.
talk to each other. We can talk to each other. I can respect your opinion, and you can respect my opinion, and
Alright.
we're gonna get along fine.
Whether it's wrong or not, it's okay.
Exactly. Well, I'm sorry. I'm still not gonna agree with the MMA in prison.
You kind of did, dude.
But from a personal standpoint, I was loving it. From a professional standpoint, it ain't ever gonna happen.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of dystopian, with the broken government and, the whole Running Man type thing, or there's been other movies like that, Death Race, 2000.
Well, good point is look at the Texas rodeo. I don't think they still do the rodeo in Angola, do they?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand redneck. Say it again.
It's like when they used to do the rodeos over here in Texas, and I'm not sure if they still do the rodeo in Angola in Louisiana.
So did prisons do the rodeo? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Texas prisons used to do the rodeo,
Oh,
and
I
they used to
didn't
do
know
it in Louisiana too. But it stopped because it wasn't right for the inmates.
But they wanted to do it.
Exactly.
It's not like somebody went, get on the bull before I hit you with the butt of my rifle. It got them out, it got them active, it gave them a sense of pride and accomplishment, etc., etc.
And see, that's the thing is now that they're doing on my prison, they're trying all new kinds of programs. We give them movies and popcorn, we give them pizza parties and all that kind of stuff. Then we're regular. I'm like, are you serious? But in the long run, I know you're saying, exactly, and I agree with you, Ed. But then from another standpoint, I look at it, it gives us something else to concentrate on, and less for us to have to deal with.
Now, they don't have like cable TV in every cell or anything?
No, they're basically in dorms and they got 2 cells. It's 2 TVs per 84 inmates.
Oh? What do you keep on the TVs?
It's regular cable. There's nothing. It's basic cable. There's nothing fancy.
Well, I
So
mean,
most of the time,
But who decides?
a majority vote.
Okay, so usually it's probably sports, or I assume it's not news or weather because they probably don't give.
Porn.
Well, over here, basically, it's depending on the dorm because most of the time you'll have some dorms that are half English speaking and half Spanish speaking detainees. So for them, we'll put one TV English, one TV Spanish. But then we have some dorms that have nothing but Spanish speaking, so they'll just take random both TVs.
Right. And by the way, we've got 2 minutes left, so let's wrap this up. Next week's show, we have Matricula joining us, and we're going to be talking about the mysteries of kink with the history of fetishes and cool, fun sex things. Or, I mean, weird, fucked up sex things is what I meant to say.
Cool.
Same thing.
So, Bob will be fine. He'll be like, can we
I
talk
definitely
about
gotta
prison
watch that
sex?
this week.
What's that? What'd you say, David?
I forgot. Oh, and I said no. I'll definitely be watching next week.
Cool. And keep in mind, if you can't catch it live, you can always download it, listen to it on your phone or on the drive
But it's
into work.
boring because then I can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
No homo.
Absolutely.
You like that, Ed, don't you?
I like that, Ed.
They'd be like, yeah, let me walk out. Let me have the foot line. Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's do the closing toast. Here's to not getting your panties in a bunch over stupid shit.
Yeah, calm your tits.
Already.
So join us for next week, and you guys have a good one. We'll catch you later. Everybody say good night.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night. Peace.
Okay. Now we'll do that closing thing, and we will cut off Twitch. Good night, Bob.
Night, Pop.
I look forward to sharing. I need new plates. Do they still make license plates? I need new
License
plates.
plates. That's state.
You could even make your own, so when you get out, you've got a personalized plate, I hear. Good night to Bob. And who else? Is Shabby still there? Shabby, you still there, buddy?
It's 5
He
people
is.
there.
He is.
Is he?
Yeah. So there we go. Okay, we're out of here, guys. Let's do that. Good night. Oh, and by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to go below and subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. And you guys are making our show, basically, the shows are coming in the top of my stats of most watched videos. So good job, guys.